Da da da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Hi, guys. Happy Monday afternoon. It's me. It's Schmuel Buckman. We are here live. And I'm going to just go ahead and bring in our two inaugural guests of the show. One, Mr. Adam Hughes. How are you? I'm okay. I'm a happy boy. And Mr. Panhandler. It's coming, buddy. It's coming. There you go.
See, a lot has changed since I've been gone.
I know, right? That's why I brought you back, Panhandler. Because unless I get the whip, I don't do this right.
Yeah, I'm only here for proof of life.
See, my thing was, I actually was going to have Dave Sauer on, but I don't think Dave is allowed to appear while we're doing this. So there we go. Hold on a sec. We're going to lose one guy. And we're going to bring another guy back. Wow. This is fantastic.
Jesus.
Come on, Hughezy. Stop being a whatever. You got to enjoy this. Anyway, what's going on, boys?
Which one?
Boys, jump in.
Yeah, which first?
You go. You already started.
One of you start, and the other one will. It's like we know how to do this. We're adults. Conversation.
Okay, then. Well, which one of you males should I speak to first?
We're speaking to the audience, my friend. The audience.
I think I'm having a fucking apology attack. When is our other guest joining us?
So Mr. Dixon is going to be here should be here about 4:30, and Lucy is going to hop on as soon as she can. So there we go, and then the link is out to some other people too. So we will see what goes on there.
Is Ava one of the other people?
Yeah, right. It's always that's like my first choice. I got to deal with you. I can't deal with you and her on the same day. It's just not something I can do. I'd love to, but you drive me crazy. In any event, guys, we are Schmuel Bachman. Sign up for a membership, subscribe, and supertip.gg/Buckman. So we would go with that. I think that would be awesome. So we're here to plug a hole, aren't we, fellas?
Are you talking about Ava again?
What the fuck is wrong with you two? You're like sitting there like you both duds. Would you get some panhandler? All you do is complain about energy.
Well, I'm dying, so I think I have a fair excuse. So, like, I just showed up for Proof of Life, and I figured there's nothing going on in Delver's after yesterday, so I wanted to see what you were going to talk about.
Holy shit! Well, we'll talk about yesterday, but first, let's talk about why we're here on a Monday afternoon.
Okay, Stuttering John.
Stuttering John. Yep, and our friend KB. KB is the luckiest person in the. Chad probably knew it, even as drunk as he was, but boy, was he lucky that Chad went off on that rant on Rumble.
Well, I don't think KB would have had them both on. He wouldn't have had Gino on, I don't think, on YouTube.
You don't think so? Oh,
well, I know he has before, but I don't think right now with what's going on and him being pissed at Keanu and Gino for the, partnering up with John or doing John's gigs or whatever the fuck that's going on. So,
as somebody said to me this morning, if you had asked me to bet on who would say the N-word first, it would not have been Chad.
Yeah, that was an odd development, that's for sure. No, I mean, it's not getting talked about like what a retard Dave was acting like, rolling around on the bed and the floor like a retarded child. I mean, that was kind of crazy. Isn't he looking for a job? Like, I would have, the first N-bomb dropped, I would have ejected.
I had the laugh. I was watching Dave's stream on, was it Saturday or Friday, when he was talking to Kevin about how to handle the YouTube strikes, and Dave was giving advice to Brennan, and Dave didn't know what the fuck he was talking about at all. And it was like, Brennan is so fucked. If he tries to take any of this advice, it'll just get even worse for him. Like, just leave it and don't fuck with YouTube while you're on suspension and come back. But if he tries to, like Brennan, we're coming into April of 2029, and Brennan still doesn't know that AI is what you're replying to when you send emails to YouTube. There's not a guy there reading the emails. It's AI automated, and Brennan doesn't know that. So if he's saying they want me to send proof of stuff, it's like you're so fucked. And now that Stuttering John knows how to flag him, he'll probably do it again and again. This is I hate to say I told you so, but this is the risk you take with those types of shows.
You said that's because of the clipping and stuff, right? And
no, it's because of how he dresses.
My contention was always that people didn't give a shit because it was Schmuel that was getting struck, and they were all fine with that. And I kept saying, no, it's going to spread. It's going to spread. But nobody cared because it was Schmuel.
Yeah, and the thing is, Brennan, God bless him, he's such a nice person. He doesn't understand that Stuttering John could strike him because the clip came from somebody else's channel. And his point is, he goes, well, why isn't that channel struck, but I am? It's like, because he wanted to. There you go. If he wanted to fucking strike the other channels, he could. I've said this before. I've got about 4 or 5 ID claims that are on Doom's channel from clips they've made from my stuff. And I'm not going to strike them, but if I wanted to, I could right now. And that is the risk you take. So and that's why I'm so against it, because we're starting to see it all happen. All the negative shit happen from it. I'm against striking, but when you're feuding with the logical thought process of Stuttering John, this is what you're going to get. Skull.
Skull. Panhandler? Thought?
I mean, I don't understand. I won't pretend to understand how the strikes work, and it does seem weird. Even though it was on Brennan's channel, it was because of the Sojo Thoreau's clipping of Stuttering John. Like that was the content was on another channel. So I don't want Joe Burrow to get struck, but it still doesn't make sense to me why Joe's fine, his channel's fine, and Brennan gets struck for using the same material, like the same clip. I don't. I think echoing what you guys started out early, say like this is going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Now that it's off the table, I mean there'll be MLC fans striking John every day until one of them lands. Like it doesn't matter whether they're false or not; they'll just be striking and striking. And I'm for it because I can't stand John. But yeah, it's going to get somebody's going to eventually lose their channel completely, right? That's the end game here.
I think it's a shame, especially because everybody knows that if they meet up again in person, they're probably going to end up being friends. Like the whole thing is so ridiculous. And I will say this though, not that I don't think Brennan deserves a strike at all, but the way the way he would go live as soon as Stutter and John would go live and snipe him, specifically so that nobody would watch Stutter and John's show and that all the donations would come in. I can see why Stutter and John would think that Brennan's taking all his money because
But,
that's.
but it's a false.
Excuse me, I'm speaking.
I don't know. You said 2029 earlier, so I don't know if you are talking or just rambling or what's going on. So
I did say that.
yeah, you did. Sorry to interrupt. Continue.
Yeah. Well, if I can't say you're actually sounding the best you have in months, so you should make your own full recovery ban.
Mm. We'll see about that. Thank you, though. No, and I do apologize for interrupting. That wasn't on purpose this time.
Yeah, you're lucky I didn't go mental and kick your fucking head in. I'm a tough
Right.
guy.
But it's false equivalency, right? Because just because people are sending Brennan money doesn't mean they're going to send them to John if John isn't if Brennan's not streaming Stuttering John, right?
But-
It doesn't translate a 1-for-1 super chat or whatever.
Yeah, but what you're using there, silly goose, is logical thought process. Instead, what you're supposed to do is get out there and say the whole world would be mine, but it's everybody else's fault except for me.
And Roy Cohen Esquire for $1.99 starts us off with Pan. Are you jealous of Dave's mobility or just gay?
Not his hair. Is that an option, Roy?
He's got great hair from the front.
Right.
How much was that donation, Panhandler? Buckman.
$1.99.
$1?
$1.99.
Okay.
What, you got a problem with the way I say dollar?
I could have sworn you said $1.
Dar?
Yeah.
It's possible. I'm old.
Oh,
I
yeah.
may stroke out at any minute.
That's
You
not
know?
funny. You don't want that.
So, no, I don't. Obviously, I don't want it. But if it happens, least feel free to super chat so Mrs. Buckman can bury me well.
That's
Yeah.
the first thing I'll do.
You probably get some good numbers if you had a stroke live on there.
Wouldn't hurt.
I was thinking that.
There's a famous WWF event where have you ever heard of the commentator Jim Ross?
Yeah, of course. Jim Ross, even I know.
He had a Bell's palsy attack live on the air, and over the course of this one match, his speech completely changed. And then there's another time Jerry Lawler had a heart attack live on TV, and they thought he was fucking around. And they realized, shit, he's gonna die. It was hilarious. I came.
I did see it was years ago. There was an Indian TV show where the woman actually, like, she's a professor and she's lecturing. She puts her head back and she just dropped dead right there, live on stream. It was pretty funny because they sort of didn't know what to do. Cut the camera! Cut the camera! But,
I was told there wouldn't be any racist humor on tonight's show.
I was gonna put in on the thumbnail. I was gonna put in that we were N-word free, but then I thought that'll go to some AI thing, and I'll wind up in more trouble than I thought it was worth.
Yeah,
Did you guys catch Chad's show at all today?
No. What happened?
I only caught the end of it, and I think he was pissed at, like, again, I didn't catch all of it, but somehow saying that it was Lady KB and Gino's fault that he was drinking so much, and then the alcohol obviously played a factor, and then he's back on the wagon. I think.
He's not the joke about it, but he's clearly going through a depression. And a sign of that, or what do you call it? Yeah, symptom of that is that it's everybody else's fault. Like it's your fault that I missed the bus. It's your fault that I didn't have the job interview. It's your fault that I gained weight. It's like no, Chad, you got to stop that.
Yeah, it's your fault. I was 5 minutes late picking up my kid,
Yeah,
and you wouldn't let me see him. But that's just me saying that. I feel bad for Chad because if you're gonna fuck up, that's not the way you want to do it. But I'm surprised. No, I guess I'm not surprised. The number of rats in the Dabbleverse
Oh
trying to
God.
get this
Yeah.
thing to be, tagging Nick Swardson, tagging Godfrey. Um, I mean, come on. It's like, do we really need to do that? I mean, I guess they're going to find out about it anyway, but still. And then Gino putting out his whole holier than thou tweet about
Yeah, that
Chad
was pretty
using the
good.
N word.
Yeah.
I'm just like, he's got to be kidding. But we will now go from a phase where Gino had got the show ended, the secret show ended because he screamed the N word to stay on stage, to a point 4 or 5 years later where Gino is convinced he's never said the N word on stage.
Yeah, his Gino's tweet was odd. Like I was gonna reply, I'm like, no, why bother? Like it definitely seemed like it lacks some self awareness. Like this whole universe lacks self awareness, and even Chad, all of us lack self awareness. Me, for being on the show, lacks extreme self awareness. um, but I just don't think, and I've seen other people say too, is Chad a big enough name? I'm not even dragging Chad like that. It's going to affect him. Is it going to affect his career? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like he's some huge comedian that this is going to end up, wrecking his opportunities to middle somewhere, right? Or you guys disagree?
I think that it's not smart to the two words you used, right? The two slurs you used are the two guys that you open for, right? And Swardson's proclivity and Godfrey's, um, if that's what you
proclivity.
really if that's what you really think, right?
Well, I don't think anyone would think that's what Chad really thinks, but his problem is he's in the clip unit, or not the clip universe, the dabble verse where everything is clipped, and that's that's not going to be used for him anytime he announces I'm performing at the Panhandler Hut this Sunday. That they will then
That's right.
tag the people says this is who you want performing at your show. And all you need is one wokey and six burners, and then your performance is cancelled.
Yeah, I don't think we're as sensitive now to it as we were a couple of years ago, but still, you
Ask
know.
a black person.
Sure. Do we
Do
know
you know
any?
any?
Let's ask you the same thing. Yeah, I do, but I wouldn't come up. They would say though, based on my experience, that and the problem for Chad would be that because he was drunk, his real thoughts came out. Like that's what he would really say. You
I
know.
was drunk last night when I recorded my stream, and all I did was accuse Rob Rayner of being a pedophile.
But you accuse everybody of being a pedophile.
Well, prove me wrong, you pedo.
It, it's interesting because I saw that, and then I saw that shortly thereafter, I was reading the paper, and one of the whatever that movie. What was the movie that the little kid died from? Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, that one of the other stars of the Poltergeist died yesterday or the day before.
I missed that. I missed that. I was too caught up in Chadgate
Yeah.
to catch any real news, and the price of oil going over 100 a barrel.
It's back down to 90.
Oh, okay. Do you look at futures?
There we go.
It's
Now,
way above that. Yeah.
is it? Well, we got to make money. Thank God. Um, so let's rock and roll here. So, Lady KB, I'm not saying Chad is right. Uh, but Chad would do the same thing to anyone else.
She's not wrong. Chad has called out Gino for that stuff a lot, and obviously Gino has says it, but not in that succession back to back with fucking the way the Z Man did.
Yeah, look, it's
He was passionate about saying it, which was kind of like there wasn't a lot of jokey joke, right? Like it was very angry the way he said it, the way he presented it, and it was. And I don't know, could it have been just trying to impress Kevin to make Kevin proud? I don't know. Like it just seems so weird to go because he's mad at Gino for Gino for saying Gino's the mole about Compound going under or being sold to Gavin or whatever, something nobody fucking cares about, and calling him gay, right? I mean, those are the two things that Chad's pissed off about. Is there something else I'm missing?
It's hard to tell with these fucking people. Like there's always a reason. There's always a feud going on. Like I gotta be honest with you, as an outsider, Americans are fucking insane.
Agreed.
Like I get the blame. I get accused of ambushing people on my show, but all I'll do is I'll get like you, Pan and Buckman on, and we're talking about water fucking flasks or whatever these are called, and knowing you'll have different opinions on them. At no point does that mean I think you're going to come on and start yelling and making threats.
All right, I'm going to call bullshit a little bit there. I mean, you tend to have one or two people that are not getting along at that moment, coincident, or it's just a happy coincidence, right? I mean, there usually are like Buckman and Dan,
Yeah,
or whoever, and Tommy Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of any good examples because nobody cares about Buckman, but that's the first one that comes into mind. Like you had
Especially
them
not
on a couple of
Buckman.
times, right? You had Dan and Buckman on, and when
yeah,
they
yeah. But I never say to them, "I want you to come on to argue." I
Yeah,
just
but
think it makes for interesting
Podfather doesn't
conversation.
say that either. You just know that it's going to happen. You
Yeah,
can't
but I
sit
don't.
there
I
and you
don't
can't
suddenly.
get me to, you can't tell me you don't know that that's going to happen.
Yeah, but I don't suddenly surprise him and go,
right,
by the
Hughezy is
way,
different. He lets them. He does let his guests know who's going to be on, or it's on the thumbnail. It's
Is
not
that
like
like
he
the
just
other day when he's like, "Oh, do you mind if I send Ava the link?"
well, that's because she was in the chat talking to Dixon, and instead of us replying to a bunch of $2 donations, let's just get her on, and it would be way more interesting before you absolutely shit yourself and ran away from Ava. I will say this: so that episode with her and Dixon, that argument felt like it was going to go on for about 2 fucking hours. So I had to actually. That's the first one that I've cut short.
What do you call it? I find her tiresome. I find it's like it goes. Every argument with her is basically the same thing. She's right. You're wrong. You're stupid. You're old. You're fat. You're ugly. You
she's
have
leaning
no
into
teeth.
she's leaning into that woman bit hard, you know. So more
Is
power
it
to her.
Yeah,
really? Yeah. I don't know. The women that I argue with tend to have better arguments. I think.
that's not the brag that you think it is.
Johnny Chopsticks, Hughezy is the ambush king.
But it's not an ambush. Like it's literally the names are written on the banner, and it'll say here's who's on the show, and if they don't like it, don't come on. But Quad or BYB tends to they'll be like, here's your evil twin brother just randomly popping up, and then you're stuck there. And if people then don't argue, just log off and go. I'm gonna go watch Die Hard 3, the best one of the series. I don't need to hang around and spend 40 minutes yelling over the fucking computer.
Ava starts at BMC 30. Ava starts arguing in chat, and if she's not getting attention, super chats until you send her the link. She sent me $36 the other night.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
but Tommy Jordan does the same shit, so I can't just shit on Ava for it, you know? I mean, Tommy will do the same stuff until it's like, just shut the fuck up and send him the link, and then you can kick him off in 30 seconds because he's acting like a retard.
I have never had that experience with Tommy. He always sends $2 and says, "Schmuel, you're great. Panhandler sucks."
When you're doing a show, do you spend much time, or should I say, watching a show? Do you spend much time with the chat, because whenever I'm watching something, I'm watching the show. I don't actually like read the chat and be like,
Try to
"Hi,
Freudian
Dean
slip.
Galloway from Perth, Australia. How are you today in Perth, where you live?"
Look, the reason why we're here is for the chat, so you have to read the chat.
That's not what I asked at all.
What did you
Or are
ask
you
me?
asking as a viewer? Whenever,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm more of a chat guy. Like I do.
Oh,
Like
but fuck.
your show was so bad the other day with Dave that if it wasn't for the chat, I wouldn't have stayed for as long as I did. So I think there's a lot of people that are just go to the chat. Same with Schmuel. Nobody listens to Schmuel's talk. Nobody wants to listen to him talk. Like he's a good chat. That's why I hang out. Or that stupid fruit Euro. His chat is decent, right? I mean, there are, and I agree, there are some people. I think MGD is a big one who doesn't really care about the chat or doesn't. She wants to be entertained. Like they expect the host to do something. The audacity of these people to expect the show host, or the showrunners to put on a show. So I don't know what the percentage is, but I think there's definitely different types of viewers or different types of listeners. Some
Yeah,
people
cause
don't chat at all, right?
yeah, because there's a new thing going. Well, not a new thing. There's a thing going. What's her name? Not Victoria.
Oh, the
The, the
4444.
fake
Yeah,
one.
she has a bunch of fake. Well, not her has a bunch of fakes. There are fake not Victorias out there, and they will spam the fuck out of the chat. But the thing is, when I'm doing a show, I'm kind of lucky that my chat is usually very busy. So I don't get to spend attention watching the feed. I'm too busy listening to uh, Bachman mispronounce the word dollar. So when I see people spamming it up, I just think, fine, that all helps me up at the end with the view count. Like, I don't give a fuck if they spam it as long as they're hitting the like button. In fact, hit the Schmuel Buckman's like button,
But there's a
everybody.
Yeah, but I was in that chat and your audience fucking hated it. Like
and they
they were
leave.
really annoyed, like that you didn't have a mod or you didn't mute that person or whatever. So I think
Mods are a
at some
bunch of
point,
cunts.
I'm not saying you should have a mod, but at some point you need to pay attention. If some jackass is just copying and pasting 1,000 times about a Discord or whatever that idiot was, spamming the
Yeah.
chat with, it does. People will leave. I mean, it's your channel. If you don't care if people watch, that's fine. I'm
Yeah,
just being
but
respectful as
that
a listener.
my problem with mods is that they then start blocking anyone they want to, and it's like, no, don't block people. I'm okay with like what I if ever I'm watching a show and I see shit in the chat, or like, oh, I don't like that person, he's a dick. I will in the thread or the chat, I will block them, so I don't
Right, but
have to
you
see
don't.
it.
It's not a zero-sum game. I mean, you can time them out for 5, 10, 15, 25, 24 hours, right? I mean, I'm sure there's something in the back end that you can set the admin privileges so the mod can't block people permanently. Like they just only have access to time them out.
I should check that out.
Well,
But
you've
my
only
whole
been
thing
doing
is,
this since 2014, so or whenever.
yeah, but even as a, you think this is 2014?
You
No, I
thought it
said
was
you've only been
2029,
doing
so
this since 2014.
Oh,
We're going to meet halfway in the middle. We're going to get there. We're going to get to 2026 doing
yeah, but
Chinese arithmetic.
it is good. Yeah, but my thing is, but whenever I see someone, I just block somebody myself when I'm watching the show. Like, just do it once and then it's done. And also, I'm too I'm busy trying to get a 7-way conversation going. It's difficult. I get tired after the stream.
Right,
yeah.
and
But at
that's
the
why you
same
should
time,
have a mod, right?
the
Like I agree with you. You should be paying attention to your guest or paying attention to your show or whatever your talking points are. And you have to keep it. Sometimes you actually get viewers over 200 viewers, so no one expects you to pay attention to every chat and have 18 people on the screen.
19.
Oh, my bad. Working on my math still.
I believe, in my opinion, that not taking care of the chat shows disrespect to your chatters and your viewers, because that's the deal. They want to be part of this. If we were just sitting here and nobody could chat, nobody could comment, there would not be 64 people watching us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I usually have 64 people on the show.
You do.
Like,
You do. But that's why you get a mod. Like you find one person that you can. You got to have somebody you can trust, and you have Lemmy reading super chats. She could do the modding for you, right? I mean, when it was as egregious as that was that day.
uh, Lemmy will be modded for the next show. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
or at the very least, set a time limit between how long they can chat. Right? How long they have to wait between chats.
True, but at the same time, the more chats you get, the better it does help with your numbers in the long run. Like I don't get 50 million comments per show, but chat wise or numbers wise, I've been doing pretty decent recently. Like I did a film talk episode yesterday that got over 1,000 views, and that which is more than what Dane Galloway got interviewing Lady K, which stunned me. I thought my one was going to die on its arse because I was drunk. Rob Reiner hasn't been a big successful director for well over 30 years. So I thought, well, this is mostly going to be for the podcast, but
Well,
because I don't.
He also got his head cut off by his son, so it is kind of topical.
Yeah, but I wanted to talk about something that wasn't funny.
Oh, all right.
MGD
And you had Kayla. Oh, sorry.
Chat is for the chatters. And I agree. I think, look, Hughezy, I think they're an important part. I think when you get a guy like that spamming, like he did on your show the other day, that means nobody can chat during that period of time. And it's like, yeah, they're numbers, but are they driving other people away? Because if people are like, I'm not going to be able to say anything because this guy's constantly spamming in their chat, why bother?
But can't they just add each other when they're speaking in the chat?
You can, and you won't see the guy's chats, but what'll happen is it's still appearing in the chat. So it's knocking out what they're not seeing, other people are. They'll just be grayed out. So then it's still that long list of, that stuff blocking other people. And nobody can chat while this one person is just, hitting it up with shit.
So. Fair enough. Well, Lemmy will be modded from now on, so blame her. Thank you.
We are really driving the subject into the ground.
Well, Hughezy dumber than Sarah. That's sad, bro.
I mean, Hughezy should run the show any way he fucking wants to run it. I'm just saying, as a chatter, it was very annoying.
Oh, you're always ball washing Hughezy, panhandler. You just come on here to shit on me and ball wash my guest. That's what it is.
How can this guy talk about intelligence when he couldn't even spell the word "you"? Like that was a free chat that he abbreviated. That's a complete waste of time. Do you know what I mean?
The letter U instead of you.
Did you work that one out?
Yeah, but I'm confused about why you would have a problem with that.
Right, put his comment up again. Jesus Christ.
Whose comment was it?
Oh, fucking hell. The next topic, go ahead.
I can't be,
See, you can't even moderate the fucking chat.
Hughezy, are you that thick?
Yeah, body-wise.
Yeah, the show is way less abstract since he hasn't been reading our shit.
30 minutes behind.
Jerry Shepardini. I met my wife in Clowntown's chat. Those, according to my screen, are like 1 minute behind. So if you really want to get through, guys, super chatting is the way to do it, or super tip, supertip.gg/Buckman. Hard to keep up with the free stuff here.
Right.
Where's your final boss?
Magdalena MGD. I'd mod in leather bodysuit with clear heel stilettos.
So would Paul Stanley.
I have a feeling that's what Panhandler's outfit's going to be once the show ends today.
Yeah.
So let's just see here. All right. So what do you like?
Why didn't you go through more of the chat?
I went through enough of it.
No, go through more.
I want to engage the chat a little. I want to engage the chat some. I want the chat people to feel engaged, but we don't have to spend all of our time on the chat. Are we going to just talk? Because I could just do the chat show. We could just put the chat up and let the chat run, and then we could do that.
You could play some clips.
Send Chad the link.
Clips I got. Oh, I'd send Chad the link in a minute. And but listen,
Let's watch one too many.
No, but that's one of the things I've noticed since I've come in here is everybody's got fucking rules, everybody's got ideas, and nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about, right? Like, you not doing the chat probably works great for you. Me thinking I have to do it works for me, but me telling you what you have to do is stupid. So there you go.
I like it.
I want the last 30 minutes of my life back.
Oh, go. Then leave. Stop complaining. I'm not in the mood, panhandler. Jesus
Where's your
Christ.
producer
Why
boss?
are you
Did
so
you did
fuck
you did
why
you
are
go
you
through
so
another
fucking
producer?
miserable all the time? No, no. I still have the final boss, but it's the daytime. The man has a job.
Ugh,
I know, I
he
know.
should stop that.
He should. I wish I could.
Ugh, that's
Um I
depressing.
went I am I've been going like totally remote uh from my real job, and I had my wife said, "Oh, I have something I want to do today." And that was to go look at an office yesterday. Uh so I
You're
would be
quite
out with her
annoying, I
there
believe. That's the too
cuz
long didn't read version.
she works out there. Hold on a second. So the chat is flying. Oh, look at this. I have not seen this lady in a long time. Kim Nicholson 420. There you go. Um,
Yeah, she can take a little breath with Chad thing going on. So she's just like Quad in the phone call, and then Chad showed up at Mersh's house. Like, there's always
Yeah.
something else. Like, this will not be, yeah, there'll be something else tomorrow. Somebody acting like a fucking jackass. So that's the one good thing when you fuck up in the Dowlverse. Don't worry, there's a whole legion of retards right behind you.
Well,
oh,
I mean, Kiki had an interesting story about Stutter and John, and like I'm pretty sure that's going to turn into a fallout now between them. But like, like he was going to drive drunk through New York.
He was gonna
Like,
try and fuck her. That's the thing the driving drunk, whatever, through New York. I mean, that's what I took from that little story. I mean, I didn't see the whole show. I saw, I think Stalin had a clip up that I listened to this morning.
yeah, I've
yeah.
been saying for a while the Kiki is too naive, however it's pronounced, to be around him. Like he's going to try to get her alone. He wants to get her wasted, and he's going to try to eat her ass or whatever it is. Whatever's the first move these days. I don't understand the dating scene.
Definitely
And
a first date move.
I think she like he keeps telling her about how good looking he thinks she is, and he's not doing that because he wants to read the chat. It's because he wants her to know, like, oh, he wants to fuck me, therefore I'll let him do it. That's the logic Stuttering John has. So I think she's mad to spend time around him alone, frankly.
But you're a normal person, right? I mean, Kiki's whole life has been
Is this,
selling it, so to speak, right? Like
speaking of, is there somebody backstage, Schmuel?
the comedy and all that stuff. There was nobody backstage.
Okay.
Um, all right, I got it. I got
Okay.
it, bud. I know you're nervous. I get it.
I
I
am
get
very
it.
nervous.
I
I'm
know you're a
nervous.
nervous fella, and you got all sorts of anxiety and shit. But I got it.
Yeah.
That is the Keanu backstage, folks. Is the Keanu clip from Stalin, but it's 21 minutes long. So
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna fucking get Hughezy. God damn it! I knew I had too high expectations for you when he was talking about her. God damn it!
I didn't.
I
I
knew that
didn't
would have
do.
been too good to be true. Nothing ever
I,
works out for me.
no, I know.
See
I'm just.
what I did there?
We
Call
don't.
it
We
back.
don't. Yeah, we did. Very good.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Um, I'm sorry. Keanu. I think she knows exactly what she's doing with John, but I don't think she fears John at all. Right? Like, I think she knows John's hitting on her. She knows what she's doing. Like, you're acting like it. At least I'm assuming, Hughezy, you're acting like she's being innocent, and John is going to corner her at some point and attack her. Is that what you're saying here, or no?
No, I'm saying I think John is so deluded that I don't think he truly gets
I'm
that.
saying he's absolutely date rapey. Yes, absolutely. If I was a woman and one day, God willing, it will happen, there's no way want to be around him. And Canoe is pretty small, right? I know John's a midget too, but she's like a little waif of a woman. So yeah, John gives off date rapey vibes, 100%.
Stuttering John, he doesn't understand that women are just like us. They have penises, but he doesn't get the fact that, like, I remember when he went on BYB for the first time. It was maybe 30, maybe 40 seconds in, and the first time he even knew Lemmy existed, he asked her straight away about anal, because that's the way he sees women. But because it's what I say about fucking liberals, is that The larger the preacher, the darker the secret. So the more they go on and on about fucking before they go on and on about the liberal point of view, Harvey Weinstein was one of the biggest Democratic donators ever. In my opinion, he wasn't a nice person. Maybe that's just me, and that's what I see with Stuttering John too. All this, I don't know if you've seen the thing. He was talking about how he refuses to go out on a date with any woman that's racist or homophobic or transphobic, and then the next night he tries to drunk drive with Kiki. So they're all cunts.
Yeah, right. But Stuttering John driving drunk is, I don't know, as newsworthy as Lindbergh's baby being kidnapped. It's old news. I mean, this guy has. I'm sure he drives drunk all the time.
She did not want to get in the car with him. I don't think she was that concerned about the drunk driving. And again, I have no reason, no evidence. I'm giving my opinion. She did not want to get in the car with drunk John because he would get fucking handsy. That's it.
So what did she do?
She went back in the bar and took a Lyft or an Uber or whatever, or a yellow cab. I don't know. It's the subway. Hoofed it. I mean, you get better, safer fucking hitchhiking than getting in the car with Stuttering John.
Yeah, John would do the conversing thing. Hey, dude, what do you think of these arms, Keanu? People tell me I'm really good looking. Do you think like that?
Do you remember Mommy's story about being in the car with John?
Oh, his handsiness.
Speaking of date raping,
yeah, Jesus Christ,
nice segue.
Yeah, she said as soon as they got in the car, Stuttering John starts talking about his chicks think I don't like getting blowjobs. And most chicks aren't very good at getting blowjobs and all this stuff. He started talking about getting his dick sucked to her before he brought her back home. And it's like, that's what I think maybe worked for him back in the day when he was on The Tonight Show and stuff like that. But now now that he looks like Shrek, it's not working as much, but he doesn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, look, he could have looked like Shrek when he was on the Tonight Show. That's that's why the girls are there. But
but the problem is when he was on the Tonight Show, he was on the Tonight Show, so he was able to use that to impress women. Now he's on the Jake Hudson show. Whenever Jake can be asked to send the link.
Yeah, there's a Jimmy Buffett song, which I cannot remember the name of, but listen to him talk about writing it, and he's like, down in Central America, there's all these like American expats down there that talk to the chicks, and they think they're all going to impress them with their being from America, and they have tons of money, and the chicks down there know that like 99% of them are on the run from the IRS or their ex-wives and all sorts of money, and that's like Stuttering John. Yeah, I did this. He thinks it's great, like, oh, it's going to get me laid. And the women are looking at it like, dude, you haven't done anything in 30 years. Wait, you sit around and drink beer all day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want. So now you may speak, Panhandler, when there's a moment of quiet. You don't have to yell.
What do you want me to say? I don't have anything to tag on to the Jimmy Buffett experience, although I'd like to be an expat in South America, Argentina preferably.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try the same shtick. I'll let you know how it works out for me.
Well, I will say that Argentinian men like their women bitchy, so I don't know how their women like their men.
Seems a bit redundant, but all right.
Seems a. Oh, are you suggesting that all?
Yes.
I can't believe you. You're save that for Lucy. What? All right. So what would you tell? But all right. I'm sorry. I get flipped because I'm trying. I don't want to say what I'm going to say, but I'll just say it anyway. Right?
Thank you.
Gino knows what Keanu is doing every day on John's show. He watches the shows. He sees it all. Look, our wives can do what they want to do, right? But would you have had a talk with Stuttering John about the way he treated your wife if they were co-hosts?
I mean, it would have happened weeks ago when she first came on, and John would not stop talking about her OnlyFans page. When, if you're such good friends, you know that Canoe doesn't really want to talk about it. She's talked about it a million times. It's uncomfortable for like. There's nothing left to say, and he kept like driving, kept going back to that line of questioning. John is a piece of shit. This is not news.
Yeah.
Gino's an idiot for letting his wife hang out with John or do a show with John just at the hopes that John would get him some gigs, some shitty gigs. Period.
And to be
That was the whole deal, that they thought they could get some gigs from John.
and to be fair to Gino, I seen the clip of him. They were talking on the air with Kiki about doing these SJ gigs, and Gino was saying you're not traveling with him because like Gino obviously trusts Kiki, but he also knows what Stuttering John is like, and so that's why. But that being said, I don't know why Gino didn't drive her.
Because Gino was pissed off about the Rodney's gig and what happened there.
That's right, because he didn't get paid enough or something.
Whatever, just the total disaster and how they didn't. I think more that John doing a short set or not a set at all and fucking over the staff. And again, Gino's concerned about working at Rodney's again, right? Doesn't he do once a
He's
month
doing a
there?
show
He's the
there on the
host.
29th.
Yeah, right. So he is loyalty to that idiot owner. So,
And, well, I think he has an issue with the idiot owner though, because
the owner's
John
Jewish?
gave him
Oh.
John gave him $50, right? And then Mark, the owner, gave him 100 because he felt bad for Gino only getting 50. But the total take on that show was 2,500. So
I can't believe John got $2,500 for that.
John didn't get 2,500. The total amount was 2,500, and that
But
was
doesn't the
supposed to
headliner get the money and the headliner decides how to divvy it up, or no? That's not how
So
it works
there was a
anymore.
promoter in this one.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like John arranged this. Somebody arranged it for John. So there was a promoter. But
Bang up
you know,
job by the promoter.
I did like Gino because Gino was like, the other day I saw him in an interview and he's like, oh, well, Mark took care of me later. So I got a good percentage of that amount. And I'm like, well, $150 out of 2,500 ain't really a great percentage. But I mean, it's fair. It's a fair price. But that's the thing with John, though, right? Is he's notorious for never paying people. He'll say shit about Schmuel, but this guy's fucked over more people. Artie Lang used to tell the stories, right? About John not paying them and then having to chase them to get paid.
No, a little story that's getting lost in all this is that when a guy Mark or whatever, the owner of Rodney's, was on MLC, and how John drank all the beer and didn't tip any of the waitresses. Well, remember when he went to Compound all those years ago and asked Anthony to use the studio? Anthony had the guys from the booth, I think Garrett and Steve and a couple others, come in and produce the show for John. John drank all the beers, left it a fucking mess, and he didn't even pay Garrett or Steve or anybody. Like, I think it was like 4 hours. He didn't even tip. Anthony let him have the studio for free. He didn't give anything to the guys producing the show, running the cameras, doing the audio, this, that, the other thing. And he drank all the beers and made a mess. So John's a piece of shit. Like, I mean, newsflash, water's wet.
I don't wish ill health on anyone, but it
I
genuinely
do.
fascinates me. But it genuinely fascinates me that Stuttering John can be so unhealthy for so many years and he's still going. Like, why is it every fucking story is there Stuttering John was there? He drank a load of beer and then left the place in a mess. That's every fucking story. How does he not have kidneys of shit? How is he not like diabetic? It's unbelievable.
Look,
I wouldn't be surprised if he's sick. Just
right,
the
but
way he looks, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something else going on.
I'll give you this. I remember I interviewed Chrissy Mayer in 2024, humble brag, and we pointed out that if you'd compare photographs of Stuttering John from 2020 to 2024, his skull has changed shape. So I don't know if that's aging or if that's part of the
I think it's just the cheap filters that he uses.
possibly, or it could be too much of the old Vax, should we say?
He's on a 67 booster.
the Bush Light Vax. But this guy, look, man, I was watching him yesterday for a little bit, and he's all bloated, right? Like his face is all puffy, and his eyes are all like he looks Asian. And he has like good days and bad days. But what do you think Ava gets out of co-hosting that show? Like, do you think she just likes the attention, or
I have no
is this a
idea.
long troll, or what's the story with that?
I thought it was
Yeah,
a long troll at first. Sorry, Hughezy, but I have no idea now. Now I'm questioning that. I have no idea. And I before all this, I liked Ava. I liked her on shows. I know a lot of people don't. That's an unpopular opinion, but her loyalty to John is very odd. Like I thought Clay was the most loyal guy John ever had, or whatever. Whatever you think about Clay, he was really like in John's corner all the time for a long time. And now is he out and Ava's in? And I don't know what she's doing, man. I don't.
but people act like she's some type of fucking, what's the term, like sycophant who's endlessly shilling for John. And like she, I didn't see it, but apparently she's told John on the last stream they did together, take the strike back from Brennan because this is going to backfire on you in the long run. And also she's told Brennan, or not Brennan, she's told John before, this is boring, like endlessly talking about the same exact topic every fucking show. Have you seen
We
who's
we cannot delay. Let us bring in and let's move him to the ultimate position of power. Certified professional
Please.
comedian Pat Dixon. How are you, buddy?
Hey, man.
Cool. Do I have to boot Panhandler?
Yeah, I know. Boot. Wait. Fuck. Hold on. I'll be right back.
I scared him away.
Now I'm gonna get struck for music.
Sorry. I program my radio to play the Scorpions every day at this time. It's all good. What's up?
Groundhog Day in Tennessee.
Yeah. Good to see both of you. All three of you.
What's up, Pat?
YouTube.
Clip it.
YouTube Panhandler. No, it's funny because I asked Panhandler today. I had put you. Well, I talked to Panhandler earlier. Then I had sent you a request, to which you said yes. And then I was walking the dog, and I realized, oh wait, I don't know if those, if it was a problem. So
You didn't mention Panhandler, but I don't mind it. I Panhandler. I'm not mad
What's
at
up, Pat?
Panhandler anymore. We're all right.
that's what he said. He was
Yeah, I
like,
said
he
nobody
didn't-
cares about two 50-year-olds arguing on the internet over God knows what. Like, not us two anyway. Maybe some other ones, but
No,
it's over. It's
The
not.
ones on MLC last night. That was exciting, but
Jesus. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I have Dirty Jersey Rats clip of Chad's explanation today, which
Oh,
we'll
okay.
play in a minute.
Jesus, he's fast.
Hughezy, were you giving me the finger when I came on? What's up with that?
no way?
Were you trying to be like all punk rock or something?
Yeah, get my go.
Satan.
Okay.
He was like, Scorpions. Can't believe it's in a Scorpions.
Scorpions.
So, I'm sorry. The chat's actually pretty funny today. At Brock Jilly has a type. So
Shit.
yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't realize that when I just put that up. I wasn't thinking of you. I was thinking of somebody else. But that's the other Pat. You were talking about John being lazy, or not? I shouldn't say lazy. I'm saying I'm saying John was being lazy, but you were like, he really didn't prep for that show. And then we found out the other night that he actually hadn't read the police report before he went on stage.
Yeah, why would he?
Somebody made it up for him, and we see guys like that, and then you got guys like Karmic, right? Who come on, like they talk all.
Karmic's
this
a
shit.
YouTube streamer, by the way, Pat.
Got it. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be doing that, talking stuff, but then never like nothing ever happens. But it's pay me, pay me, pay me. Is it?
Honestly, I haven't been watching Karmic in a while. He's kind of off my radar, so you got to forgive me.
Yeah. Well, it's a general sense. It's the guys that. That's where I think the grifting thing comes from. It's like Stuttering John. I'm just going to come on and complain every day, and I want you to pay me. And for me, Karmic, the same thing. But there have been recent clips up of Karmic, but I'm leery to play clips here because Mr. Hughes gets so upset at them.
Yeah, he's not the only one. What about John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just what I'm saying is that play them, but don't then turn around and go, I can't believe a clip got struck. Like this is the universe you're living in.
Yeah, it is these days. You can't. You can't. I'm not going to play any more clips unless it's something that I'm just damn sure is not going to be a problem, you know?
Like just be careful of your enemies. That's what I say, Pat.
Thank God I don't have any.
You've always lived such a good, clean living. Mikey Goofs, we can't all have a lead executive functioning like you, Buckman. Well, I don't claim to have it. I know I'm a fuck up. Pat, what have when it comes to the John and the striking thing or whatever? Did you think that was like coming sooner or later with Brennan, or are you surprised
I
that
can't
John
believe
did it?
I can't believe he managed to do it. You know, I can't believe he managed to he's watching so thorough Joe Burrow and John's on there, and then all of a sudden that's some kind of fucking violation or something. That's shocking to me. So I can't believe it actually happened. I mean, who would have thought that he could make something like that work? Shit is surprising, isn't it? It surprises me.
The thing is, he's been trying to. I remember he used to do a thing when Shuley would go live in the morning, and Stuttering John would snipe it, and then he would report or he would send a takedown notification every day to our community guideline thing every day to YouTube because he has a lot of free time, so he can just sit there and strike and go through Brennan shit all day. He's probably going through the videos that Brennan still has up just in case he gets mentioned. And he can go, "This is a harassment of me." That's because now he knows how to get him.
I disagree. No, I think that he's got no. I'm sure that somebody else is doing this.
Yes,
for him.
somebody's
I don't
helping
think
him, for
he's
sure.
capable of doing that.
No.
Reverend Rage for $1.99. Buckman, would you be a guest on Stuttering Johns? 100%. 100%. So no question about it.
I'm trying to get on there. I hope a $2 Dan can they get me on and do a little bit of drinking on there.
I forgot about that news.
Try and get a SJ to drop the N bomb, etc.
I guess Stan didn't feel like he was unlikable enough. He's like, let me do a weekly show with John. That should win some people over.
Hey, Kiki might be off.
He's living the bit. Good for him.
Yeah. Well, Kiki may be off the show now, so SJ
Dan can
has an
slide
opening.
in. Is that when? It's funny because it's Dan did the thing with Chad, and now he's doing it with John. He's like they're out there in a deer, and that's when he's joining. But someone has been DMing and putting chats up. I don't know if it's the same person. That Dan is a great coach at YouTube streaming, so maybe he can help lift them up.
Really?
Yeah, really. 100%. I can send you the DMs after the show, but the other night it was in the chat. No, not all great. Because I was just like, why doesn't he do it himself if he's so good at it? And he's like, yeah, not all great coaches are great players.
What was he telling you to do?
Hit the like button.
I don't talk to Dan, to be perfectly honest. He was giving me.
You just said you were best friends. Fuck this shit.
He was giving me advice. Yeah, he was giving me advice later on, man. Earlier on, and it was just like, yeah, thank you, and not taking it. It wasn't working out.
Okay.
So thanks for being back. We got Coach Dan.
But what's the poly market line? How long Dan lasts, right? John doesn't seem to have people that hang around very long as far as co-hosts. Whether it be wasn't Ashley on there for a while. Obviously, Canoe. Lasted 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
It's going to be 2 months. Here's what's going to happen. SJ's going to ask for Dan's phone number. Dan will give it. They'll have a few back and forth text conversations, but then Stuttering John will call Dan while Dan's out with his wife. Dan won't be able to answer, so Stuttering John will then call him like 18 times in a row, then text him abuse for not answering. Then he'll go on the air and say, Dan turned his back on me. He's a fucking works for Lady K. and then that's going to be the next 2 months of Stuttering John's feuds. Then Kevin Brennan will send down the link.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
How do we know that Dan's not working with Lady K? Frankly, though, yeah, it seems pretty likely to me. He probably is. That
'Cause Lady
motherfucker
K-
is probably working with Lady K, and he's trying to fuck with John.
Well, I can tell you why they're not.
Why?
Lady K's Jewish.
That's new. I didn't know that.
It's a secret.
Hey, not everybody who's effeminate is Jewish, But what about what about Dan? Dan, when you say look at how it goes with John doesn't sustain relationships. I think that Dan and look at how long did it last with him and Chad. Like you said, everybody's talking about not liking Chad, and then everybody's talking about not liking John. That's who he jumps on with. He'll stick with John until he cools off a little bit, right? If they do it.
But
I think
First
so.
I've heard of any of this shit, by the way.
Ever?
Yeah, ever. Who are you people?
where am I?
So
Why am I?
yeah, I don't know. It seems to me to be an odd time to get involved with Stuttering John.
Does it? Why?
Why?
If you're trying to, expand your career or make your channel bigger or any of those things. But I guess Dan,
I don't think Dan
banks
cares
on
about
not
that
being
stuff.
liked. Is that his thing?
Right. He wants to be the heel, like the ultimate heel or whatever, right? He's always teaming up with whoever the most hated is at that time. I mean, he's always with those idiots, Chow and Mir. So, I mean, he's starting from a low base, and then he's with Chad and now he's with John. So,
You know what's such a shame about that Lifeform show? The first 30 to 35 minutes of it is genuinely hilarious stuff. But then Mir gets drunk. And then he just starts going on these incel rants. And he can't get over the fact that Mommy's ex-husband was a you-know-what. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And then they had Ava on. And I don't think that Mir knew that Ava was trans immediately, or Musk, or whatever the fuck his name is. So then he starts giving her shit, and he started ranting about his hatred of trannies as she was on. And I thought, this is kind of brilliant, but at the same time, hit the like button.
If he planned, like if it was intentional and he planned it would be funny, but it's not. Somebody described that show the other night. I was on Clown Town, and one of the guys on there, it might have been Povo, said that he found that show so funny because it's three guys criticizing everybody else for what they wish they were doing, which I thought was interesting.
Clowntown humor really doesn't travel as well as some, I think.
yeah, it's got to be 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to really hit hard.
I love my favorite thing about Clown Town is they have this full scale, almost 4.5 minute long AI action adventure intro, all excitement and energy building, and then they cut to the humans and they're going, "Hey,"
and then it's me, right?
Yeah.
The real letdown,
"Hey, we got
switcheroo.
yeah, we have clips we're going to watch, maybe."
My favorite.
And, Ashley's in the chat.
It's actually worse than Schmuel Buckman. He's like, "What's going on? What's going on tonight?" Huh? We all just got done watching MLC.
How was dinner?
Yeah, exactly. Who can we bring on that's going to fight?
It's actually funny that you say that because in my experience, I've talked to Big W and I'm like, I'm really pissed off at this guy, blah blah blah. W's like, great, and I'm gonna go on the show and talk about it, and I'll go, I'm totally pissed off at that Pat Dixon, and W go, oh yeah, oh okay.
What do you expect, though? Me too, man.
Yeah.
I don't like him either, man.
Yeah. And he always says, as soon as the show starts, he always goes, I'm going to head on in a few minutes, man. I'm tired. It's like, then don't start recording at 6 a.m.
God, it's such a drag. I hate it when people are like, I got to go to bed, man. It really ruins the vibe on a show. Like,
I'm so tired, man.
It makes people look at their watches.
Yeah, when you're on the East Coast and you stayed up for this, it's like 3 a.m. and they're like, yeah, man.
Well, Oh, you mean you're on the show and you stayed up for it?
Yeah, like you stayed up to go on the show, and
Those Central
then-
Time motherfuckers are kind of full of shit.
Well, these guys are West. They're Pacific time, so it's 11 o'clock when they're starting. out there.
W is not. He's not Pacific Time, is he?
No, I
Yeah,
don't think he
yeah,
is.
they're all
I don't think
Pacific
he
time.
is.
No,
I don't think W is. I think Povo is.
I
like
hate
W-
the fact
well,
that they go on with, but they go on like this. How do you say? This is the stream.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I
Yeah,
agree
and
with
so who
that.
the fuck's talking?
Yeah,
That's no good.
yeah, don't. Yeah, just
It'd be great if they did it that way though. If they all had the same, just
so you really know who's talking.
non-avatar at all. Just they're all gray. That would be great. But Hughezy, you kind of do. You have a pretty exciting intro too. You're like, it's a pump up kind of song and stuff, and then you're all right. But then you'd be like, so what do you think, Lemmy? And she's like, I haven't been listening. I don't give a fuck about any of this. And you're like, all right, great.
It's good though. It's a good back and forth.
Yeah, it is. It's good chemistry. Don't get me wrong.
Or like the Laurel and Hardy of the Dabbleverse. Because they're both dead,
Like the Harpo and Groucho.
Yeah, we're the laughing of the Dabbleverse. We're all having a good time. Hey, Lemmy, did you hear the one about the thing? No. Like, okay, don't worry about it. And
Suck
that's
it to
the
me,
scene.
I guess.
Lemmy got kind of pissed off at me on your show the other day, but it didn't go anywhere, though.
What was she mad at you for?
Because I sound like Carl. I didn't want to throw Kumia under. I wasn't willing to throw Kumia 100% under the bus.
Let's not go down
Maybe
this
you
road.
said, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
I hate defend Buckman, but it is so weird that you get so much shit about that. Like, not to get off on a total tangent, but the whole government New World Order cabal is run by pedophiles, and we're worried about a 60-something-year-old shock jock. That's like, it's just crazy to me that's the one of. I mean, there's so many other reasons to hate you, Buckman. So I'm on your side on this one.
Thank you.
Shock jock?
Yeah.
No, I think he was talking about Anthony.
No, Buckman was getting shit about his relationship or defending or not defending Kumi. I was like,
okay.
About the whole self-cutting.
I thought he
girl.
said Carl.
No, it's
Oh, for defending Kumia. Well,
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
And I wasn't even
all
defending
the pedophile
Kumia.
stuff. It really needs to be. People need to shut up about it. It's the dumbest thing ever, and it's like anybody who's saying that is automatically the dumbest motherfucker that there is. Really, pedophile.
Say it, Buckman.
Yeah, I was not defending Kumia. I was just, it's like, this is all internet shit, right? And if this guy did half of what these people are accusing him of doing, and they haven't gone to the proper authorities, then who's at fault? Me for not believing it, or them for not doing anything about it? Right? If it's
walk
true.
right into it again, Schmuel. Right? You're doing the same thing that they were getting you for, right? I'm just saying, like, to Pat's point too, like, everybody in the Dalverse is a pedophile. Let's just say that and get it over with, because that's what it goes. That's what it eventually goes to.
It's the P-verse.
Exactly. Everybody is. Arrest us all. That's the end.
Hackamania 4 will actually be called Nambla 1.
Right. Yeah, it's just it is crazy how that's the insult that a verse originally originated around comedians. That's the best we can do. This pedophile to insult.
Because one of those things, you can't prove that you're not.
Yeah. Okay. If you can't prove to me right now that you're not a pedo, then that means you're a pedo.
Yeah.
It's like
My contention
shit.
with it, though, is always been like, when you call everybody a pedo, then nobody's a pedo. So then guys like ISO, it's like, the word doesn't have meaning anymore.
Ironically, that's when they started doing that, though.
Right. Well, they're going after Schmuel, claiming that Schmuel was that.
And then it spread like a cancer.
Well, because they saw that it affected Schmuel. So it was like, it's a troll, right? And the troll is to try to create reactions.
I just can't believe that Shirley didn't like being called a pedophile. Like, what a
was shocked
fucking
myself.
snowflake.
What's his fucking problem?
Yeah, fuck off, Shirley.
He's
Sensitive.
thin-skinned, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a life.
Pan's thinking, oh my God, what have I done? He
well, I
fully
agree.
escaped the pedo thing for his almost entire time on YouTube until today.
No, they call me on. I get what is that? Chomo? Is that what that is? I get all these nasty DMs and stuff. But I need to publish one day. I got a whole nice folder of well wishes.
You get hate mail?
Yes, man, and some of it's pretty creative. They're committed though. I mean, they like to send it.
Damn.
Yeah.
You get
I
hate
get-
mail, Hughezy?
No, everybody likes me. Every single thing. It's always a success.
Schmuel?
I get hate mail all the time. Hate DMs usually.
Mainly from me.
But well, you're just a pain in the balls.
True.
I once heard somebody say being an asshole is not a character, or something along
Character
those lines.
trait, I believe.
Character trait.
Or personality. Yeah, you can go either way.
So, but I like the DMs that I got. This came from one of the regular chatters in our universe. You fucking pedophile, fucking zilch. You deserve all the hate you get. And
Is that
I
why
wrote-
Keely won't come on?
And then I wrote, appreciate the love. And then I've got, eat shit. So, there
wow,
we go.
that's
But, hey, look, if you're going to be brutal, be brutal.
That sounds like somebody that I've heard somewhere in this Dabbleverse.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who is it that likes to say how many T's were at the end of it.
Let's play Guess the Hit Mail.
That would make a good show. That would make a good little segment actually.
Yeah, B Dabbler's going to steal my idea now, the fucking cunt.
Well, I'll say that one came from the other side of the pond
Allegedly.
for you guys. No, I'm confirming it.
Can you guess who did it?
I have no idea. Kinky Loco, that's pretty funny, actually. I thought it was, too. I think they got annoyed when I told them that I appreciated the love. But we'll go from there. Buckman's a G. Who the hell knows? Look at that, young old vibes. It was MGD.
Another G.
Pretty quick.
That's one I get a lot of hate mail from for some reason.
Yeah, I get. It's funny because I get I wonder if is it a he or a she? I don't even know. Drinks, because I'll get I would get nice DMs oh, I'm enjoying your show. It's a great chat, and then I would get you fucking asshole.
From Young Old Vibes?
No, from MGD.
Oh. Hey, Pat, did you see the photograph of Young Old Vibes that she posted of her face? That's a good-looking hooah.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Nice.
Cool. So do we want to take a look at this Chad?
Sure.
Be careful.
Assuming Chad, I don't think Chad's not striking, right?
He seems totally rational. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go for it.
If you can't trust Chad Zumock, who can you trust, really?
I don't think. I mean,
Go.
it's his explanation. So you're not playing the other clip. You're playing.
Okay.
Your Buckman's
It's
actually
from a
afraid.
show today, right?
What
You said-
explanation does anybody need? He got drunk and Brendan wanted him to go off on Gino. I mean, that's it.
Ambushed him.
Yeah. Brendan was obviously all for it, because normally he'd be like, "What are you doing?" But so he obviously, he obviously was in on it, right?
Well, Brennan knew he was on Rumble, right? So he knew he could get away with it.
Yeah.
Except in the DM stuff this morning, and I did let Panhandler know, apparently people are now going after KB's Patreon for that stuff.
But hasn't he said... I think Brendan has said that he doesn't use his Patreon. Or does he?
He does. No, he puts all his episodes.
Oh yeah, every day.
Yeah, every day he puts the episode from that day on Patreon after he takes it down.
I hate this because I don't like Brendan, and I think MLC is shit, but I hate the fact that we're now in this flagging era. I don't think it's fair. I would prefer people stop watching him, but only because they think he's shit, not because he's been erased from it. I do like the idea though that it might get him to do stand up again, because he is fucking hilarious. Nobody, even his biggest haters, have to say he is a brilliant comedian, and that's the shame of him relaxing at home, right, Panhandler?
He doesn't want to do it.
That's not the matter. The matter.
Oh, you're pointing to.
He doesn't want to do what, Panhandler?
He doesn't want to do stand right. He hates it. He's got disdain for everything. But
Well, he has to go
he,
outside.
I don't know what that's it, but I mean, he just really, when he does talk about comedy, he hates the state that it's in, or he hates every comedian, and he thinks it's obviously all hack, and he just really seems to not enjoy the art form anymore. I wish he would write it. I wish he would write some new material into, I think Legion of Skanks and Luis Gomez, I don't know how much truth this is, talking about actually trying to buy Rodney's or get a piece of it. It'd be great if Kevin was there opening night or whatever, if that happened. I mean, a total fantasy world.
I remember Brennan did an MLC. I can't remember the year now, but it was right after the January 6th insurrection. And Brennan did an MLC where it was just him and Adam, and he basically improvised like a 90-minute long special about it, and it was funny as fuck. And I remember thinking, if he'd have released that as a comedy album, that would have been a success, because he's just dropping these one-liners right on the spot, and I thought, that cunt still got it. He's the next Neil Brennan.
But is it different, Pat? Do you lose like repetitions? Like, are you still doing shows? Are you still doing stand-up?
Sometimes, yeah, but it doesn't matter after a certain amount of time.
You don't get rusty or whatever?
No, not really. I don't think so. I mean, you might like need to bone up on remembering everything that you used to do, but like, I do shows infrequently, but not never, and whatever. It doesn't really. It's not like you forget how to do it.
Well, Pat, have you ever heard of the comedian Eddie Murphy?
No, I haven't. I remember his special Delirious. Yeah,
and he was in Beverly Hills Cop 2. Well, he was. I don't know if you've seen him lately, but it's honestly like he's been cloned. And he just has like no energy, and then all this talk about how Netflix have this contract offer for $40 million to do one special, and it's like, but he wouldn't be able to do it. Like, he has no energy. He doesn't even walk quickly. It's not the same person. Like, if Eddie Murphy came back for a special, I'm telling you, Schmuel Buckman would be funnier than Eddie Murphy.
Not saying much for Eddie.
But he was like 21 when he did Delirious, right? Or 22 or something like that.
Yeah, I think Eddie Murphy has the most sperm ever. Like, how do you be that famous and that rich in the 80s when you start off as like 19 or 21? Then you become a mega movie star. You start with something like 11 kids, and he's still getting his girl pregnant. Like, how much cum does one man need, Buckman?
The more the merrier, I guess. But look, he's got the money. He's got the kids. World population is declining. He's saving us. He's doing Elon Musk of comedians.
Yeah, but not exactly saving us, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, geez,
ask Chad.
Get on the trolley.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy.
Got to get some... I was almost going to go Chad there. I'm not going to do that.
Send Eddie Murphy the link.
Yeah, I'll send it to Charlie Murphy.
Oof.
Pat, you talk about Eddie Murphy being 21 when he was doing like Delirious or whatever. I was in a comedy club on the West Side. Don't remember. Might have been the Improv years ago, just for a regular comedy night. And that was when Chris Rock walked in long before Saturday Night Live and was like just working out his material. And we left because it was like 12:30, and we're like, we're tired.
It's New York. I mean, like, it's no big deal. You'll see him some other time.
But that's like there's a famous. Did you ever see the Jerry Seinfeld documentary, Comedian?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was great.
My uncle was in. Fuck, what comedy club was that? Where he was in that city on vacation one day, and he had good food poisoning because he'd eaten a Philly cheesesteak, and he got sick, so he had to go home to the hotel. And that night at the club, Chris Rock performed, Gary Shandling, and Jerry Seinfeld.
Wow.
And he missed it all, and I'm pretty sure he beat the shit out of his wife that night.
Oh, can you blame him?
You got to be careful with that imported meat from Philly,
Meat is gay.
Yeah, I forget. I was going to tell Philly story but I will pass. Magdalena Jaden, MGD. It quickly becomes about how steadfast and stubborn Buckman becomes about not being wrong and conceding. Abba asked all the right questions, as she did with Pat. 2 devastating KOs. You were there for that, Mr. Hughezy. Would you have called that a KO?
Yep. I'm gonna say though that thanks to the drop in the dollar, as Buckman calls it, that £10 probably about $16 now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, look at what he doesn't know that
It's
It's from that devastating KO. He's got the
He's getting
CTE.
away. Now it's a TKO.
Yeah, he's
done.
wandering off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when the host
absolutely-
just walks up.
I'm tired.
Just
I
walks
want
out of
some
the room.
eggs.
We need to put out a silver alert. Buckman's walking down the street.
Did you forget your headphones were in?
No, I had to take them out because I had to close the door because Cookie was getting rambunctious out there.
Is that
But
bitch
thank you,
actually called
Magdalena,
Cookie?
for the £10. Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Cookie.
Huh?
We all know Cookie.
But
You've met
she's
Cookie,
actually,
Mr.
is that
Dixon.
actually her name?
Of course.
I shouldn't have asked. I don't care.
So you do it for
Well,
the cookie.
What would it be her name? Like Stephanie or something?
No,
So,
Cookie's a perfectly normal name.
It is. I think it is. I want to put up a picture so that we all don't forget about the poor and unfortunate in our area. KB, I thought it was the whole GoFundMe, but we're here today memorializing KB, and hopefully he'll recover.
Do you realize how
after
funny
his
it would be
10
if that was his new gimmick? That he went up on stage on his bike and he wore his helmet and his mask and he did his act while wearing that. Then he says, "I gotta go," and then he would ring his bell and go off stage.
That would actually be fine.
I know I'm fucking funny. I fucking said it, cunt.
Now I have to figure out why Evmux is not taking it down.
Right. It's
Because
gonna be up there the whole time now.
Exactly.
No. There we go. Sorry about that. I thought it was the GoFundMe. I thought it was pretty funny that KB put up a GoFundMe for $50,000.
Well, I don't think I think Stevie Lou put
Stevie
it up.
Lou did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So
currently
imagine that
at,
Stevie Lou was offering people 4 or 5 years' pay, to or trying to raise it rather. Yeah.
Look, I don't know why Kevin came out and gave us the real numbers. I think it had something to do with Liam getting pissed off that he'd given Stevie $50,000. But
He probably also didn't want anybody thinking that he would actually pay Stevie Lou $50,000.
Yeah, I mean, I like Stevie, but he's not worth 50,000.
Not even over time.
He's
Not
even
in a
worth-
lifetime, really.
I would even pay him 50,000 pennies.
Stevie's a weird dude, though. I mean,
You noticed?
it's just strange. He's like 1 minute he's like, "Oh, your best buddy," and then the next minute he's sending you nasty DMs and blocking you from replying.
I was in that. Yeah.
That's what it's interesting because Stevie has in the past he's offered me
Can't hear you, Schmuel.
Brilliant.
Or see you. So things are going great.
Right. So, who wants to start doing their Chad Zumock impression first? Anyway,
you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Schmuel and Tech,
we
man.
we
I mean,
just
I-
were.
This is why people come to Schmuel Talk
Oh,
to watch this nightmare.
Yeah.
It was funny though because Stevie and Schmuel and I were in a group chat for whatever reason, and then I checked it one day, and it was just like Stevie going off on Schmuel for like almost like Gino type texting, and then the last thing is Stevie Lewis left the chat, so he didn't even give Schmuel a chance to reply. He's just like "fuck you," out.
So
I don't even know what happened with you because he was on your show. I think I was on that show with you guys. Everything was fine, and then I know. Let's not even bring it up. My bad. Forget it.
I brought up Kevin's.
Yes.
I thought it was a reasonable question. Kevin judges the character of everybody else and didn't go to his own brother's funeral. So it was like, I thought it was a valid question. I did not know at the time until Stevie told everybody the manner in which that happened. But
This
you know,
has
there
to be
you go.
deliberate, right? I tell you, like, let's not get into Kumia stuff. You go into it. So let's not go into this. You go into the Kevin stuff. You're trolling us all, aren't you? You're trolling us all. You're pulling a CarMax.
100%. The Kinky Loco celebrates 2 months of memberships. Has Cookie told you where you are staying in Vegas? Kinky Loco kind of fucked me a little bit because we have our room at the Plaza. We're all booked. And Kinky decided to tell Cookie that he and Mrs. Kinky are staying at a much fancier, much more expensive hotel because that's what makes Mrs. Kinky happy. So now Cookie is, we need to go to a fancier, more expensive hotel.
Where are you going, to Circa?
We're not going anywhere.
No.
Unless Mrs. B books it, we're staying at the Plaza.
Yeah, that's
So,
where I'm staying. I don't give a fuck about that. I just want somewhere to crash and fuck the groupies, right, Pat?
Something like that.
Johnny Mac for $5.50. It's this PD's first time here. Schmuel finally gets the big dog, and all he can bring to the game is dial-up speeds.
Please.
What can I tell you guys? The internet has not been right since it snowed here. So that's only, 2 weeks ago?
You've had tech
But there we
problems the whole time, though.
And you didn't answer the
No,
question.
I always have
So,
audio problems.
On
What's the
camera.
question?
Yes, Pat's been here before.
I haven't been
Whoever
there
has,
before
yes.
yet. So it's
Since
been
Schmuel did not
little while.
want to answer it for some strange reason. Bang up job, Schmuel.
I
he
thought
was
the
busy
other part
being
was-
defensive about the
My-
His
violence.
internet, right?
He was being a
Help it, I get
pedophile.
defensive. Yep, that's the.
We're only getting like every
Why
3
not?
words that Schmuel says, I think. Or
Yeah.
Are
it's
you
just
really?
off. That's funny. Oh, you're like a Japanese Godzilla movie.
Oh no!
No.
I come after you. Why don't you guys speak among yourself for a moment while I
Well done, Zoomark. The heat is off you, and we just realized
Check
who the
my-
new lot.
check my internet? Should I put up the Zoomock stream while I reset my router?
Anything but this.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and have a guess, right? That as soon as you reset your router, the clip will stop playing.
I
think you're
don't.
probably right about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you?
If
You're
it's
right.
Well-
You're right.
It,
All right. So go ahead. I'm
Unless
sorry.
you've downloaded the clip or something. Yeah.
All right. Hang on 1 second there, boys. We'll try
the
to do
whole-
it from. We'll do a little of the 5G shit.
Just
So,
go audio only.
and say, all right, hold on.
that's
don't know what-
Clown Town.
Go Clown Town.
We hate Clown Town, but you go audio only, Schmuel.
I don't hate Clown Town.
I don't hate Clown Town.
Hey,
No,
what's
I meant-
up?
I apologize for suggesting that any of you disliked Clown Town. All right. How is that? Can you hear me better now? Or is
We
that
see you
changing
better
anything?
too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, you look
Yeah.
much better.
I do look much better, but you can't hear me with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wonder if it's possible my camera is overheating.
I gotta say, I did really enjoy Bachman's story there. If he says, the Kinky Loco told my wife that we're staying at a different hotel, so now she wants us to stay at a different hotel, but we're not.
Well,
Yeah.
she can, we can if she wants to do it, but I'm going to get nagged about it. I've heard the Circa, whatever it is a beautiful hotel, but I've also heard it's really fucking loud.
did-
One
did
side
she-
is Fremont Street, the other side is the Stadium Pool.
But I
Did
also
she
thought
somehow
you-
think? Did she somehow think that the Plaza was the nicest hotel in Las Vegas or something?
No, she knew from last year that it was not, and she's
what's
been
the big
asking me
news,
to
you know?
book a different one. But I'm like, no, everything is there, and I got her to accept it, and then it was Kinky that stuck it to me.
Are you staying there, Pat?
Yeah. I'm staying wherever. Yeah.
Yeah. We stay up late and have ice cream and talk about girls.
Man, I would not take that off the table, Hughezy.
What about you, Pan?
Breaking news. I'm probably not going to be able to make it. Some things came up, so I'm probably not.
Shit.
Yeah, so you might as well cancel the event.
Yeah.
My happy ass is not going to be there probably.
Come on, man.
Pat,
Nobody. What are you
Mike,
talking about?
you
Promo
can-
code Dixon. It's not too late.
No, I already got a ticket. But I just some things came up where I might not be able to make it. So, Schmuel, why don't you kill whatever you have in the background? Because obviously,
I took. We're gonna get there, fellas. We're gonna get there.
We're not.
I'm quite slow, so I apologize. But in the meantime, let's put this up.
Perfect.
yes,
All right, hold on.
tax your computer more since you're having issues.
This computer should not be. This is a new computer, and it's got plenty of stuff. I have a feeling that the camera is overheating because I've read that happens with this camera.
Have you considered putting the camera in a different port?
It's not in a port. It's sitting on a tripod. So I'm going to do, because you lovely guys want to see me so much, we're going to go here.
Maybe the dingo ate your camera.
Yeah.
Maybe
So Buckman, what's your camera connected to?
a USB cable into a USB hub.
When do we go? When do we go live?
Exactly.
Yeah. Try a different hub.
In a little while. Can you believe 80 people are stuck watching me fuck up? All right.
Don't worry, it won't be that for long.
Especially when we get into the clip section.
But you usually do this bit at the beginning of the show, so this is a little change up that you're doing it in the middle of the show.
Well, give me credit for at least changing it up. All right.
Probably
I'm
go
gonna play
full
this, and
screen
I'm
on your
gonna-
clip. Go full screen on it so you get this shit out the right hand side of the screen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's the right hand corner, Schmuel.
Oh, you don't want to see my
No.
my
Fizz.
porn stuff?
No, we don't want to see
Thank
your
God I
history.
didn't open up any of that
This is good transformative content, by the way.
squid porn. Dirty Jersey has given me permission to play their clips, so there we go.
Their clips.
I will not be on Twitter all week, and I made that decision early afternoon yesterday before all the fireworks. So if you want to get a hold of me, it's either my Patreon or my Instagram. That's the only place I'm going to be. So
I'm telling
if you're
Chad to
DMing
flag
me
you,
on
by the way.
Twitter, I deleted the app
Wouldn't
on
be
my
the
phone
first
for the
time.
week. I wanted to do a
This is shocking.
Holy shit! I'm sorry. I guess Mondays are bad.
Day for the internet.
Yeah, I never have problems with this fucking internet, and
Never.
Yeah, you're flawless.
I pay so much.
Mr. Beast is shitting himself. And
Speaking of Elon Musk, you're a real tech wizard.
yeah, let's call him Neo from now on.
You know, it's amazing that I've been able to live the life I did.
I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty.
It's just it's got to be a bit. It's got to be
I know.
right.
No, me
Jeez.
bit.
You know, I gotta tell you, I was drunk yesterday, Buckman, and my stream went okay.
Maybe I should try getting drunk.
Have a few drinks. Loosen up.
Give your camera a drink.
Wait a minute, did who
The
are these
internet has been
podcasts?
drinking.
Who are these podcasts just get flagged for their double point episode? Or maybe it
saw-
was Shuley.
There was a chat earlier that said that they had gotten, or John said he was going to strike them.
What the
I
fuck
think
you
maybe
gotta...
even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty.
We played this part.
I know, but that's when I tried to speed forward and it friggin' I don't know what the hell's going on here, boys. All right, well, I apologize. You know, it's like I get the big guy to come. It's been
Don't worry
so
about
long
me.
since Pat's coming.
Don't worry about me. I'm. You know,
And I fucked it up
I-
as per normal. It's very disconcerting. So,
this is exactly what I expected.
oh, that's cool. All right, well, let's go back to here. And
At least you're back on screen.
This is the
Pat-
best part.
you're the best, Pat. You're like the greatest host in the Dabbleverse. If I send you $20, will you play a song while I restart?
I'm among the worst guests, though. Yeah. So
Are
no.
you? No, you've always been a great guest.
No, Pat said I'm the worst guest, so come on now.
Well,
All right, you guys are going to chat among yourselves
Oh, good.
for a minute. I apologize. I'll probably come back and nobody will be
imagine if
here.
we couldn't, Imagine if we could. Let's just sit here and stare.
Well, I've done that where I
Chats as
put
they come up.
Panhandler on screen by himself
Should
once
we
for 10 minutes.
should we do Clown Town while we're waiting for Buckman to come back?
Oh my God, there's
Now
two.
there's
of them.
two of them now.
Yeah. Let's go ahead, Clown Town yourself.
Oh God, what a disaster!
So, Pat, you're doing stand up at Hackamania, yes?
Yeah, stand up all the way. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I'll get to introduce, Kumia when he comes up and does some stand up, and really looking forward to the event, April 10th through 12th.
What's your policy on photographs, even though there's a paid for meet and greet?
Photographs while I'm on stage.
No, I mean when you're partying on down afterwards.
I don't care. Imagine what are you supposed to do? No pictures, no pictures. Like what am I fucking? Alec Baldwin or some shit.
He's a big star.
I'm not really worried about a bunch of people trying to take my picture. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think anybody who pays for that meet and greet is a silly fool, if you ask me.
All right, I'll show my face.
Yeah, it's not like we're really hard to meet anyway.
Yeah. But I do think it's a shame you can't make it, Panhandler. Like, obviously, stuff's come up for you, but because I really want to watch that Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah, no, we talked about that. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it too, and I've got my old man lives out there, so I was hoping to see him too. It kind of kill two birds with one stone. So we'll see. But right now, it's not looking great.
Yeah.
But I think the event shall go on. But what was going on, and maybe Pat knows since he's part of the event, I didn't catch Patrick's Friday night members only show with something going on. It's no longer at the Sand Dollar? Are they having the event somewhere else as far as doing the shows? Like,
yeah. It's still on. It's on premises now. It's going to be this really nice showroom and stuff. And the Sand Dollar completely changed their fucking. According to Tukey, the room isn't even configured the same way. They cut a bunch of it off, and they just took a pretty good showroom. It sounds like and fucked it up. Made it like a merch sales area or something.
But I did hear Melton say that the new place it's way bigger, which means it's gonna appear empty. So you can already hear Brennan going, "They didn't sell any tickets," and then that will be a 7-hour long stream.
Well, last year, I mean, the Sand Dollar was a good little venue or whatever, but it did get, when everybody was in there watching a show, it was a little crowded because it was kind of long and narrow, and even the stage area was a little smaller.
You're muted. How the fuck do you mute yourself?
Am I back? Am I back?
Wait,
Yeah,
are you on a plane?
There we go.
Unbelievable.
All right, you're good now, Schmuel. I mean,
And that's
you're-
the show,
you're-
everybody.
Excuse me, your shit's working all right, but I'm not.
Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that. And I apologize. All right. So now do I try to play the Chad clip? Or have I already shit that bed on that one?
I think it would be good to hear the Dirty Jersey theme.
Yeah, just play that, and that'll be the whole clip.
Yeah, Pat.
don't
What's
wanna-
going to be your walk-on music? Are you gonna sing the Dirty Jersey song on stage?
I might. Yeah,
Nice.
it's going to be filled with surprises.
And Schmuel, I do think you missed a super chat from Johnny Mack, possibly. So just when you were fumbling through everything. So just want.
Thanks, Dad. I'll get to it.
All right, I was just letting you know. The one criticism I wasn't giving you, I just because the guy actually gave you money, and so while you were out fixing the internet, winding it up or whatever you were
You
doing,
got to go climb up the pole.
exactly.
While you were taking the cartridge out to blow on it.
Yeah, this doesn't faze me anymore. I'm going through worse things than this, so I'll sit here, I'll talk, and I'm going to ready to blast the N-word. Oh, damn it. You took me off screen.
Hold the fireworks. So if you want to get a hold of me, it's either my Patreon or my Instagram. That's the only place I'm going to be. So if you're DMing me on Twitter, I deleted the app on my phone for the week. I wanted to do a full-out cleanse, and I'm glad I did. It was almost foreshadowing.
Cleanse, Chad.
I do that from time to
Hey,
time
you
where I
gotta
just want
pause
to
it. Man, like, there's no
focus
way.
on other things. All right, let's get into it, guys.
Go ahead. There's no
He
way
just
you're doing it for a
happened. He
week.
just happened to delete the Twitter app, before all this shit happened. It's almost like foreshadowing. I mean,
Do you remember Chad claimed to have moved out and in with his girlfriend?
Yeah, it's like
He forgot to bring his podcast setup into that story. He had the exact same setup in an entirely different house.
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, the new lie though is now he's saying that like, yeah, I deleted Twitter not because of all the fucking shit I was getting on Twitter for what I said, but you know, but because for some other reason, and it was just a coincidence.
Twitter's the problem.
John
with
Mack
Black.
says, yeah, this is like Happy Days when went on hiatus and they threw on When Joni Loves Chachi.
Jesus, Johnny Mac, you're old as I am.
I don't know,
I'm like
because he
the
said
old-
When Joni Loves, it was just called Joni Loves Chachi.
Yeah,
Thanks for
I'm
the
like
spoiler.
the brother that went upstairs and should have stayed there, but they let me back down.
With a black person?
You talking about Chuck from the first season?
Chuck from the first season.
Yeah, he went to Nam and got his ass blown apart, I think, is what happened.
Is it? I'm sure that at some point they probably did one of those episodes, because that was the time when TV, Happy Days, MASH, all that stuff started. Like, oh, comedy, we can't do comedy. We have to have special episodes. Every episode had to have a point and a moral.
Yeah, that happened in MASH. They took everybody had to leave Korea and go to Nam.
I always remember the great episode of Happy Days where Fonzie had befriended a kid who hated his dad, so Fonzie had to let the dad beat him up or something, so that the kid would respect his dad. He's like, "Hey,
hating your
that the
dad's
Stuttering
not
John
too
story?
cool.
hey, dad ain't that much of a fucking faggot. He's only half a fag."
Fuck the dad. I'd like to see the jukebox, retaliate against the Fonz.
Now that's a reboot. The dark Happy Days, so-called Happy Days, where the jukebox comes alive.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Well,
I
that one-
seen what you did to that woman in the bathroom, you cunt.
That one super chat really fucking took us on a happy
Yeah, we really
rabbit hole.
rabbit hole. And I don't know how we pulled the nose up on this.
Somebody super chat about a different show.
Apparently,
Schmuel
we don't give a
frozen again?
shit about Chad that much, you know.
No.
With Chad though, it's the same. Like, it's like you just wait until the next time Chad steps on a rake, right?
But you
And
didn't get
blame
to his
somebody else?
explanation, though, right? We didn't get to whatever his.
No,
right?
you
We
said-
didn't. We didn't get very far.
we
To,
did. All we saw is the thing he said he's deleted his Twitter.
we're worried about Chuck. We're looking for Chuck.
How not to get in touch with
A
Chad.
lot of questions, and I'm here with answers. I have tons of answers.
Is Scott
The
Bale
fact
in
of the
this
matter
one?
is I've been doing well as of late. I started to get my shit together. I was on the schedule, the program.
Wait, I don't know if you guys know the answer. Is he going to blame somebody for his drinking?
I'm going to go with. I'm going to say somehow this falls on Stuttering John.
I'm gonna say his bike got stolen. He locked himself out of his car, and his girlfriend moved out.
I kind of know the answer, but I like to drag it anyway. It's Lady Kankel's fault. So,
Is it really?
yes.
I knew. I mean, I knew it had to be somebody's fault. I was going to go with Gino. That somehow Gino had pulled it off. But let's see.
Was really working it. It was getting back to my routine, and I was doing a good job. I wasn't drinking. I was eating clean. I was working out. And then some shit in my personal life came to fruition, stuff I have to deal with. And I know we all have problems and we deal with shit. I get it. We all have problems. I'm not saying cry me a river. I'm not looking for sympathy. I didn't even tell anybody.
Yes, you are, because that's why you're doing this, right?
I didn't even tell anybody anything about anything. So I'm dealing with personal problems, personal things in my life.
Pause.
And
I
was dealing with this.
He said he's taking a break from this stuff.
He's taking a break from Twitter and something else. He's gonna have his Patreon up if you want to talk to him, or Super Chat. I
Oh,
believe.
because he was on Ladyverse about an hour ago.
Well, he's got to get out there.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, this is like Stuttering John. It's the same thing. They're going to take a break. They're going to go away. They're going to rethink things. And 24 hours later, they're back. Or sooner.
weekend. It was always good to do the show just to get away and a nice little escape, just kind of get my mind off things. So it's always fun because I do appreciate all the like-minded individuals in here. Like,
You took it down.
No, this is Schmuel Tech. Well, I feel like we got all the explanation we need. That was a good segment.
Okay, will we do our plugs?
It's
think
funny
that
though.
he,
He's complaining about stuff that happened in his personal life, or not complaining about it, referencing it. But he's like, I didn't even mention it. It's like, so maybe it's not even real. You know, maybe it's just like, once you need the excuse, that's when the excuse appears, right?
Yes. And now, Mr. Dixon, I know for a fact that you've had women in your life. I've heard this story. If somebody asked you to show something from them, you'd know, right? Like, wouldn't, I don't know. Doesn't, chicks fill up your bathroom with stuff?
I've got enough leave
when you're able to
behinds, from
Yeah, know what kind of
various,
shampoo she uses.
never-ending
or
trail of bitches coming through here.
Or how about get fucked? I don't care if you believe if I have a girlfriend or not, or if a girl lives here. I'm 50 years old. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was just a bad move. Like, he doesn't, I don't think Chad has to show anything. Like, it was dumb of him to show anything to begin with. Don't fucking placate these morons, especially Tommy Jordan.
For Jason Bentley for $10, Chad has inspired me. After this disaster of a day of Falcons free agency, I've got a fresh bottle of Eagle Rare and Panty's phone number.
Yes, he was the first one to text me about Mike Evans not re-signing with the Bucks. And it wasn't really a congratulation. So thank you, Bentley.
He was the first.
Thank you for
I mean,
your
how
time.
many-
He
how many
was,
were
he
there?
was.
Jason.
A lot of people.
Well, I mean, before I even got the news on Twitter or whatever, because I was doing something else. I wasn't paying attention. Like, today's like the first day of, they can now not divorce sports wall, but yeah, he was my Adam Schefter today of my team losing their best receiver.
I assume Adam Schefter is a sports guy.
Yes.
Good
Sorry.
old Bentley. Yeah.
Yes, good old Bentley.
So, I will. If somebody's saying there's a Chad dunks on me, I think I'm actually an inch taller than Chad. Now Chad only hates show and tell when he's lying, not very smooth. Melton Pick called him out for that, right? Or was that Steel Toe? One of the two. It's like whenever they're telling the truth, they're showing it to you, putting it in your face. And when they're lying, I don't have to show you anything. I don't have to do anything for that.
Yeah.
So pretty typical stuff. Pat, we talked earlier, I think before you came on, about SJ and Keanu with the ride home. The infamous, he wanted to drive her home.
And he was drunk.
Surprising, yes.
Is that it? Yeah. Yeah. What about it?
Would, even if he was sober and you were a chick, would you get in his car?
She feels like Barbara Walters over here with these rapid fire questions. Give the man a chance to speak. Jesus, you didn't ask him anything. He's like,
you
yeah.
dumb bitch.
I don't know. I wouldn't get in the car with Stuttering John. No, if I was a chick or a guy, really. If I care about my life, then I don't want to be involved.
This is going to come off as wall washing, but Pat absolutely, I saw the Dirty Jersey clip, murdered Stuttering John when you replied to when I guess he was talking about you and Bob and whether you were comics or not. So as much as it pains me, you got to give Pat some props there. It's a good clip. You took him apart for like 20 minutes. It was gorgeous.
Thank you. I haven't even seen it, but I'm sure it was good.
What?
You should work on your confidence.
The modest Pat Dixon.
Shucks.
So was Gino the mole?
About Compound? No.
This is what set this all off. Yeah.
I have no idea. Wasn't it some woman that used to work there that Gino, I'm forgetting the name of.
Allie.
Yeah, Allie, that's it. That's what Gino's saying. I don't know. But who the fuck cares? Like, even Anthony doesn't care. Like, right? It's over a year old now. I mean, why, even if, I'm just confused why Chad would get so upset that Gino said it. Like,
Why
it's
Gino
not when.
Would get so
Gino
upset that
got
Chad
upset.
said it.
Oh, yeah, I'm
said
sorry. Excuse me, backwards. I'm sorry.
He went on a
Chad
campaign.
was upset about being called gay. I can't keep up with these idiots.
Was he upset by that, though?
He
The mole
was.
thing, that's what prompted sort of that's what prompted then Gino to start saying Chad was gay.
Right, but it upset Chad when he was called
Yeah, it
gay.
started in Gino was in the just the chat of MLC one day, and it was just going out Chad about being gay over and over and over again. And finally, somebody super chatted that Gino's talking to Chad about Chad, and that's what started the whole thing off.
Oh. I don't know. It's a kind of a non-issue that just got. Gino sure as fuck cares about it. It bothers him a lot.
Yeah, he lost his mind over it. It's got to be like one more time when Gino was drunk. Which is what Chad is saying. Gino was drunk and used to call him and say shit to him and tell him the stories. So it would mean, I think Gino gets upset because it's like he would be out of control, right? Like that would be not controlled Gino, like ratting people out, and he doesn't want that reputation.
I don't know.
You don't think Gino would more? I would think Gino would love to have a reputation of someone that couldn't be trusted.
Yeah, but he's not going to have Kumi's trust if he knows that he's been blown away, that he was revealing Kumi's secrets, right? I can't say Kumi, I can't say Dala.
And you think that Gino would want to keep that quiet?
I would think Gino would want to keep that quiet. Gino would not want to be. He was very quick to throw Ali under the bus.
Didn't Gino steal like $10,000 worth of equipment from the studio? I mean, isn't that
no, he didn't steal anything. It was a gift.
It was a gift. Okay, I was going to say he's worried about this rumor thing. My bad. I got all
The
my
other
compound
guy
stories
stole
messed
it.
up.
They gave it to Drew, right? And
Drew was supposed to. It was supposed to be kind of dispersed among all those guys, and he kept it for his own.
But didn't Garrett and Steve end up getting most of it at the end of it? Is that how that all ended up?
Well, they didn't get they got the mics and I don't know whatever else, and there were other mics, and Gino got the TriCaster though, which is the main thing that they use to switch all those shots. That's why they can do that thing where Keanu talks with their mouth.
Right. That great bit, right?
Yeah. So I think Gino got a camera. Garrett and Steve got mics and a camera, right? But Gino got the better camera and the TriCaster and all that stuff. But Gavin had to get involved in order to get that stuff back. That was my favorite part. Like,
talk about shit that no one cares about.
Threaten him. Oh, come on, that was fun.
Well, we were talking about Happy Days earlier, so
that was good stuff. That
it was. Remember that?
Here, guys, you stink at broadcasting. Take this expensive equipment. All right, guys. I think we've done enough for the day. I feel like I've been torturing you. Poor Hughezy is like, he looks like a man who's like, he just can't wait to get out of that seat.
Yeah, I'm tired and hungover.
Yeah, and what time is it there?
10:03.
Wow, so you're 4 hours ahead of us. I can do math.
Just temporarily due to the time changes. So I will be streaming tomorrow an hour earlier than I usually will. So I may actually seem like I give a shit. I'll even look at the chat.
Yes, that would be a good idea. The chat's important. Even Pat, I think, would agree with that.
The chat is important?
Yes.
Yeah, he's very important. I mean, we were going to watch the clip, but we didn't even end up watching it.
Yeah, we'll try. If you don't mind hanging out for a minute, let me escort Mr. Hughes and say goodnight out of the room, and then we'll try to put up the clip. Maybe it's
kiss him goodnight, walk him to his car, all that stuff.
See you later, sweetheart. Love you.
I was going to say...
You want to do any other plugs? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, Buckman, that I thought that the best part of tonight's show was by far when you said...
Very, very typically Hughezy. That's the Dan from Nice Podcast thing, where they ask you a question and then cut you off. So let me pull up this Chad clip one more time and see if we can do this. This is why I don't do clips, not because I'm against clip shows, but just because I'm an inept old man.
15th time the charm, as my pappy used to say.
Whoa, I almost pulled up Daisy May something or other.
Sounds way more interesting.
Kind of.
If you want to talk, no, trust me, it's not. She's better looking than Chad, but not nearly as interesting. And it was Hughezy's fault because everything seems to be working now.
You can't oversee stuff.
We'll take your word for it.
I know. I'll put it.
Hey, let's do it. Hey. So Mark Norman came over. He's like, hey, I'm comedy. And
What, Mark Norman came over to his place?
everybody, my neighbors yesterday, the building over, they had like a block party. It was pretty sweet. Everybody in the neighborhood was over there. And I was taking out the trash, and they're like, hey, come on over, hang out. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Hey. So Mark Norman came over. He's like, hey, I'm comedy. And I started drinking some drinks during the afternoon. I kind of fell off the wagon. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. I have issues with drinking. Some of the, I'm just being honest. A lot of my problems in my real life have all been traced to drinking. And when I'm not drinking, I'm doing great. I can honestly
Gee, maybe do something about that. Just a thought.
say everything's great. And I'm very productive. I get things done. But it's a tug of war. And I do stupid shit when I drink. It's just a fact. I do make a concerted effort not to. I really do. So when I tell you I'm not drinking, I'm not drinking. Yesterday I was. And it was a good afternoon. It was a good escape. I was hanging out with my neighbor.
Except how many times have we seen him on screen where he's obviously hammered and says, I'm not drinking, I'm not drinking.
We're having a good time. I forgot about all the personal shit that was going on. And it got away from me a little bit. You know, I don't know. I don't care how rich I am in this world. If it's free, give me 3. I'll always be that guy. I'll always be the guy who's looking for the budget, the cut, whatever that is.
All right,
The Groupon, whatever that is, I'm looking for
He's
it.
like saying, like, I couldn't. It's their fault. The drinks were free. I mean, if there's free drinks, I'm drinking them, and a lot of them.
You forced them on me.
Yeah, I mean, if it's free, hey, I'm having a bottle of Tito's down my pants.
That's what you do the same. I mean, who's going to turn down free drinks?
Somebody puts a drink in
part
my
that I
hand, I'm
find
not to pay for it. I'm drinking. It's just never happened in all these years.
Yeah, it blows me away that these guys. But the thing is, like, if you were drinking, you wouldn't. Would you go on stream? That's the part that blows me away. It's
Yes, of course. Yeah, yeah. You make bad decisions. You know, I mean, it's sure. I've done it before. I'm fine. You know, yeah, of course. Would you get behind the wheel if you've been drinking? Yes, they do. You know, people drink and do that shit all the time. Would I go home with another fucking skank that I'm gonna regret or whatever? You know, or another. You know what I mean? It's like that's why they do it. That's why you drink, is so you can enable yourself to do the things that you shouldn't do. I'm surprised that he does it.
Anyways,
what do you? I mean, you know, for me, it was like, I don't know. I never drove when I was drinking. It was like just a thing, and maybe I wasn't as much of a drunk as I thought I was. Rover 4333. He's justifying being a drunk loser.
I woke up, go to the bathroom, and I got the link from Kevin Brennan. It was in my email. Now, I wasn't watching Kevin's show. I didn't even know he was on. And I was still out of it. I was still a little tipsy, if you will. So I went on, I took the link. First thing I see is dumbass Gino. And of course, Gino can't help himself. He has to be combative right out of the gate. He has to come at me because he's a fucking lunatic.
Well, let's chalk up Gino as one offender, right? One reason why. Other than free drinks, we started with free drinks.
Yeah. He's out of his fucking mind, and he just can't put things to rest. He can't just let well enough alone. He has to fight with everybody. Not just me, everyone. And during that, I started saying some shit. I was using words.
Wait a second.
His words. The words.
Why would drinks at a block party be free? Then they set up those block parties so they can make money on their drinks. Who's buying it? Was somebody buying Chad the drinks? I mean, like, there's not just free drinks like floating around at a block party.
When we have one here, everybody, you know, you bring out, right? You bring it out. So I mean,
guess I was
he
thinking
could
of these
just
little.
stick his hand in a garbage can and take a beer, but
I was thinking of these.
it's not like we're
going
to be telling.
festivals You know, maybe we're thinking about two different things.
I think he's talking about like the neighbors got together and put on a block party.
And he didn't hear
So it
about
was-
it. And he was out there taking the trash out. And he's like, everybody's getting hammered out here.
They told me to come over. The drinks were free. I mean, Mark Norman was there. You know, comedians. We got to hang out together.
I don't know. Like, he connects all this, like, not drinking to, like, I'm working out, I'm eating clean, and all that shit. It's like, you know, fuck all that. Just if you want to not drink, not drink. None of that. Nobody ever was down on Chad for his fucking eating habits, you know? Yeah, a little tipsy. He might have been a little tipsy at one time, but then, like, I think every time he went off camera, he was just, you know, probably imbibing, you know, heavily.
Yeah. Look, all I know is when I stopped drinking, working out was not, and eating right were not on the top of my priority list.
A little tipsy. That is
I think
pretty
I gained
funny.
about 70 pounds. All right.
But they always round down on everything with them and round up on everything with everybody else, you know. It's a good quality to have, isn't it?
He uses on stage. The one him and Kumia screams out when they were at the Funny Stop and other venues. I took Gino's word and I just fired it back at him. That's all I was doing.
Hold
I
on.
took his word and I shot it back at him.
Gino's not offended. Gino's not making a big fuss about this. Gino's not going like, how dare he use that word? It's not him. So I don't know why he's making it like, it's Gino's word and I used it. First of all, it's not Gino's word. It's not even Kumia's word. I've heard rumors that it started even before Kumia was around.
Really? And that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Probably even predates me. I was going to say I'll go on.
His favorite word. The word that he says all the time. Nonstop. At comedy shows. At Compound Media. I took his favorite word and I shot it back at Gino. Was it the right call? No. Was it a good look? Absolutely not. Am I racist? Not at all. Not at all. At the end
Only when I'm drinking.
of the day, it is just a word. And I was weaponizing it and using it on Gino. If Kumia and Stuttering John are no longer around, it's going to be a better place. You have a dark energy about you.
Wow.
You're a
I mean,
fucking
hold on.
65-year-old video game.
If there's ever a word that does not need to be weaponized, it's that one. You know, I mean, it's a built-in weapon. What are you talking about? You know, I mean, when is that word ever used in other than a rap song? Is it ever used in any kind of like a context where, you know? I mean, I guess there is some, but I mean, basically, what I'm saying is that word is a grenade already. You know, he weaponized it.
I mean, this is where we run into this Dalverse, you know, Schmuel, we've talked about it, where nobody can ever take an L. Like, this is the thing where if you're going to come on cam the next day, say, I fucked up. Yes, I was drunk. That's not an excuse or an explanation, but I was just out of my mind, blitzed. I said something I shouldn't have. I got to do some serious reflection and go on. Or you fucking own and say, yeah, I said it. It was an insult. But the fact that Gino or Kumio uses it or whoever uses it, that is a wild explanation. Like, just say I fucked up. I was hammered. I said something I shouldn't. I'm incredibly embarrassed. Apologize or don't. And move on. Like, it's just such a weird to me because Kumio and Gino say it.
Well, look, when I watched it, I think what happened, he was trying, Gino says it obviously all the time, right? So Chad,
and I'm gonna actually stick up for Gino a little bit and say, like, I don't hear him using it nonstop at this point. You know, I think that being married to Keanu, he's probably like she doesn't want to be associated with that. I think he's been probably I haven't heard him. I certainly have never heard him use it nonstop. You know, like Chad's saying. I mean, I'm just saying these are just facts. You know, I mean, he's not using it nonstop. In fact, at Rodney's the other night, I doubt he said it at all.
we would need verification on that. I was told that he did, but
I didn't hear.
we would need.
I figured if he
tries to
did,
be
I would have heard about it. You know.
He's trying to be shocking, right? I mean, when I've seen him, it's like he wants it to me. It's like he's less a comedian and more of a motivational speaker, you know. And he's trying to convince you that the man has held you down and you're chained by the government and just follow me and I will release you and you will find freedom and happiness. Money flows through me.
Piece of shit who cheats on his girlfriend, has no loyalty to any, will stab anyone in the back for $1 or $1, throw people under the bus. You're just a dick. You literally were trying to get this trending to get me canceled. That's who you are. And let me remind everyone here, I'm not Bert Kreischer. I'm not Theo Vaughn. I'm not Louis C.K. Okay? I'm a guy in Florida with a Honda.
You're not.
In a one-bedroom apartment. That's who I am. So good luck getting me canceled. You going to take away my Honda? Last time I checked, Netflix isn't knocking on my door. But that's how you operate. That's how you operate. You want to weaponize it. So, Cumia, like, you can hide behind it. We hate...
Is that part of Chad's problem, Pat? Is he gets stuck with one word and then needs to use it over and over again?
Maybe, a little bit. Like, you want to weaponize my, horrible fucking thing that I did against me. You want to use that against me. What's the idea? Wait, you're gonna use the fact that I went on and said all that shit against me?
How dare you? How dare you do that?
Although, it's being like low on the totem pole doesn't necessarily make you uncancelable. It makes you highly dispensable.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking like he'd be much more likely to get canceled because there's got to be 1 million comics, right, around Florida that would be willing to, go and do whatever the comedy yucks or something there.
Yeah,
The vocal black box.
Yeah, canceled is a strong word for it, I mean, in this case, it'd just be like, yeah, you might lose some friends.
Yeah, but look, do you think it's negative, like a big negative for like the Swardson or Godfreys that he opens for?
That's what I'm talking about. Those are the friends he might lose.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't. Florentine steak. That's one name I haven't heard. Since
people kind of assume that Florentine's probably going to be, okay with it.
Yeah.
But he hasn't worked for Florentine in a long time.
Didn't he in Poughkeepsie recently? Like before that, I didn't think it was, but I thought recently he was in Poughkeepsie with Florentine. I think, but before that, I think you're right. It'd been a while with Jim anyway.
Stuttering John all you want. You're a piece of shit too. You would think you had that wake-up call when you almost lost your life. Your quadruple bypass. You remember texting Opie, I'm sorry. And then right when you're back to healthy, you're back to drinking, being a fucking dickhead again. Go fuck yourself, Cumia.
So he's shitting on Cumia for drinking now. He's shitting on Cumia for drinking. Okay, got it.
Yeah, Chad doesn't seem like the taking responsibility thing is a big part of his life. I'm sure those credit cards leaped out of that locker.
I don't kiss your ass, and I think you're a fucking douchebag. Well, he's so talented on the mic. He's such a good broadcaster. Who gives a fuck? It only goes so far. I'm not impressed, okay? I'd rather have Artie Lang back in our lives than you. He's got a radio show on Sundays. Awesome. You're amazing. I'm going to suck you off like Carl. We're going to fly him into Hackamania first class because he's Anthony from Opie and Anthony. You're a fucking loser.
Loser?
You want to bet he reads his police report now?
Holy shit.
Creep.
Cumia.
But Mr. Free
loser.
Speech Network, Mr. Voice of the Voiceless, you're a fucking fraud, dog. Everything around you is just dark, negative. And I'm allowed to hate Stuttering John and I'm allowed to hate Anthony Cumia at this exact same time. Same with these tools. You don't have to choose a side. Call it like you see it. So all you motherfuckers who are trying to cancel me, go fuck yourselves. I never made it. I'm not Whitney Cummings. What are you going to cancel me from? Seriously, what is your end game here? Ooh, he said a bad word.
So he's going to say here, I never made it. You can't cancel me. And, next week it'll be, you're not a comedian. You haven't done anything. I'm a comedian. Ray's not a comedian.
Like he's sitting here calling like Cumia. Now Cumia got canceled. That's what being canceled looks like, kind of. You know, he got fired and shit, and like taken out of his high-profile job and stuff. Cumia actually had a lot to lose. Cumia is, you know, whatever you want to say, he's won the game. You know, I mean, he's and now Chad is like, he was, that was kind of his defense about being canceled, right? It's like, what do I even have? I didn't make it, which makes him a loser, right? So, but now he's like, you know, look, I know, try to follow the logic and apply it evenly throughout. You know, it's just like, it's ridiculous, man. I can't believe he's coming out with like I mean, can't believe, whatever, you know. But I mean, he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
I have nothing. It's not fair.
He desperately needs a publicist. He's just making all the wrong moves with this stuff. Like, he should have just stayed away, right? If this is the approach he's going to take, and just stayed off.
Abba might be available.
He might kind of fucking super surprise us if he did do that, though. You know, I mean, like Chad's a kind of a he makes the wrong moves. You know, I mean, it's like kind of. I mean, remember his defense against the doodle stuff? You know, the death pool. Fuck you! I'm not paying.
It was pretty strong.
I did. My favorite line of his though in that was, "How did I know Ski Mask was going to die?"
Only several people in my chat did, but I didn't.
As soon as Gino started coming after me, I went to that cart. Was it a smart play? No, it wasn't. It was stupid. If I wasn't drinking, I would not have done that. But I knew Kevin was on Rumble. I went for the shock value, and I basically played Gino's hand. That's all I did. But you fucking little bitches tagging people in tweets, we're going to get Chad in trouble. Are ya? Are ya? I mean, if we want to go after people's jobs, we can do that. That's fine.
Chad's been doing that for years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You know?
But I do believe there's a degree of truth to what he was saying, that this was to impress Kevin or really come out blazing and, you know, kind of not please Kevin, but, you know, keep getting the link or get paid or whatever the case may be, and let it loose that it's on Rumble and there's no consequences type thing. I mean, ultimately a bad decision, but I do think it was like shock value. Like, look at how edgy I can be. I'm going to use the N word 18 times.
I think you're right. I mean, it was that was an element of it because it definitely he was pleased, you know. KB was, but Chad's one of these ask himself his own question and answer it for you.
Yeah.
You know? Was it a smart decision? No.
And it got away from him, right? Because
Yeah.
the more he was doing it, the more Kevin was smiling. And then the more Kevin was smiling and chuckling, the more Chad was doubling down.
Kevin's
not
fault.
not thinking at all how this was going to affect him and his relationships with other people.
Which you can't expect KB to care about.
No. KB is as loyal to the next super chat. I mean, that's where the loyalties are as far as, and I think he's pretty open about that, right? He doesn't give a shit about who comes on his show. He doesn't give a shit about his listeners or his fans or whatever. It's whatever.
But KB regularly sweeps her Chad.
He does, right? Usually. You're right. Chad and she who shall not be mentioned.
It's not because he cares about. I'm sorry. It's not because he cares about the Chad or them or anybody else, though. You know, it's because he doesn't want his enemies to have a win. That's why he straight up told me that. You know, like when he's like, I'm gonna lend you, not lend you, because I'm giving you. I said I'll pay you back when I can. He's like, don't pay me back ever. I don't want to be paid back. I'm writing it off on my taxes as you know, because I need write-offs. So take $1,500, a fraction of the lawyer fee, because otherwise Gino will have a win. We can't let Gino win. It wasn't like, I care about you, you know. Let me help you out. I mean, I didn't even know Kevin that well.
Breaking drunk failure doesn't think the potential consequences of his actions before doing something stupid. He's gotten away with it in the past, though, right? Like,
he always gets away with it.
Chad never thinks through the consequences of his actions. And Jim Nichols 420, and Gino hasn't won since. Yes. And it's your fault he borrowed money from Amex there, Pat.
Because Kankles, I know where you work.
Uh-oh.
Does anybody want that information? She's going after my work. And Kiki, don't even get me started with you. Kiki, you're a fucking open micer. That's what you are. Don't even act like you. I don't know where you get this confidence from, but you're the dumbest motherfucker talking. That's all I'm going to say. You're the dumbest motherfucker talking. And congratulations, Stuttering John. She turned on you, just like everybody. These are the most unlikable human beings I've ever come across, this world, this corner of the internet. They all suck. All of them. I want no part of them. Anything around Gino's negative too. John, where have you been? But the whole queen who sucks off doormen is sniping. Oh, cool. Mrs. I don't have content. That's all right. Because we're going to be striking you, bitch. You're getting struck. Kiki, you might want to.
Ugly side of the Dabbleverse right here. So ugly.
It's just been getting worse like this last 6-8 months. Like I always keep on saying, like I must be getting soft with what's going on personally, but it is getting like it's not. There's very few chuckles now, right? It's all just who's fighting with who or who's the worst person, or it's
all fun over at P. Dixon. I'm not talking about anybody except maybe John a little bit.
John, right? That was interesting how you did it though. How you worked your way around it, where you just I guess you had an earpiece in. And we're listening to the clip, and then we're just feeding back the audience. So
because I wasn't gonna. I didn't want to put him on. I didn't want to put him on the screen and have to fucking. God forbid I say something that hurts his feelings or something.
This whole striking thing is going to get like everybody's going to be striking everybody else. But it is funny that the guys that complain about this the most, like Stuttering John, watches clips on his channel all the time, right? And if you struck him, and he's watching legit shit sometimes, like E! Entertainment, that kind of stuff. If they struck him, it would be the worst thing in the world that happened, and how unfair it was. And
I can do it because I'm the Duke.
And Chad, I've got his show is sniping the 100. That's what he does. He watches other shows sniping clips. He watches other shows, and then he tells you what a loser you are. Pretty repetitive stuff.
Want to shut down your stream. Have you talked to Godfrey yet? Yes. He's cool. He's fine.
Do you think so?
I do not believe that. No.
That he's talked to Godfrey?
No, that Godfrey's cool with it.
But it was funny though when he called Godfrey the one time on a show, which was not too long ago, and Godfrey was at a local comedy club, and
he was at Side Splitters, I think.
Side Splitters.
Yeah, I think
he forgot Chad was around. He's like, "Oh, I forgot,"
Yeah, and he didn't forget.
Yeah, I think Godfrey actually said, "I figured you were busy or you had another gig or something like that." I think
Godfrey's the type that can
probably
get away
telling
with.
Godfrey how.
Sorry, he could probably say both at the, oh man, I forgot, and he goes, what do you mean you forgot? And I'm like, well, I just figured you were busy, whatever, just anything, but I just didn't really think to add you to the bill,
Yeah, you can come. You could do a spot. How much does KB monetize this? Chad stuff. So he's on Rumble, right?
Yeah, but I think he took that show down already off of Rumble, I think.
Yeah, but give it up to KB. He goes over on Rumble, and that's normally you languish in obscurity over there a little bit, but not this time.
Yeah, I think he said he's going to do his drinking Saturday night shows there. So I can only imagine if he has a drunk idiot MKE on and the drinks start flowing and the racial and anti-Semitic slurs.
Where'd he get that idea?
Crazy.
Rumble Saturdays.
I wonder. I wonder. The next thing you know, he'll start playing the piano.
But I also think Kevin won't like it that much because and I don't know that much about Rumble, but can't you type a bunch? Like you can get a lot more for your dollar. Like you get a lot further for $1, like Rumble Rant or whatever, where the $2 super chat, you only have 50 characters, where I think you can write a lot more. So, and I think he's still working around how to put the Rumble Rants on screen. I think Dave's helping him out with that. So we'll see. Because I think he had again, the Rumble numbers, who knows? I was a little surprised. I think it was sub 500 yesterday, but I didn't watch the whole show. So in
It's
real
not bad
life.
for. I mean, I guess look, man. I don't know. Even only the most hardcore fans really will follow you over onto Rumble.
Sure.
People who casually watch, they're not going to come.
Yeah. And I don't think a lot of people knew. I mean, I do think, and Kevin does, love or hate him, he does have some diehard fans that will watch him anywhere. So.
And now I want to address something. Somebody said something about ball washing Gino. Like, just take it as a lesson about me. If something's true, I'll say it. You know what I mean? Like, and I just happen to think that's true. Not that he doesn't say it constantly. Like, if I see that's, I'm not going to sit here and. I'm not somebody who jumps on a team and, I'm against this person or that person, so that means anything bad that anybody says about them is true.
I think that chat was a little tongue-in-cheek because we always bust Schmuel's walls about ball washing. Like, you can't, how it is. You can't say anything nice about anybody in this universe, or you're a ball washer type deal.
That is true.
No, the only way to get attention is to hate people. And when you say, I like this guy or I like that guy, but you're not allowed to like Dixon, and Brennan. If you do that, it's just like the shadows go through
I think there's
cognitive
crossover.
dissonance. Yeah,
there's some crossover.
Yeah,
there's a lot more crossover than a lot of these people are willing to admit.
Well, even with the showrunners, I mean, or content creators or gals who have a show, people who don't like each other do each other's shows all the time. So, like, how deep does this shit go, right? Like, there's only so many shows and so many creators. Beefs get squashed pretty easily. There's not a lot of hardcore beefs, I don't think. And most of them, Brennan's on one of them, as far as like not really giving in, whether it be Pat or Schmuel, Stuttering John type thing.
Yeah, did you see New Jersey Ranger just said that Baby Fatso now says that he hasn't heard from Godfrey.
Oh, now he's saying that. Okay. Because in the clip he said he had talked to him, right?
That's the problem with lying is that, you just end up being, it's hard to keep up with.
You can't
all
remember
that stuff.
you got to remember it, right?
Especially with a
Truth,
wet
it's just
brain,
there.
it's hard.
Yeah. Well, look, how does John survive? Like,
He lives in his own world. He's in the John
I know
bubble.
about it.
Yeah.
It's like, how do they do it? They were talking earlier about the striking, and John, was that us? I don't remember whether you were on or not. And maybe it was you, Panhandler, and you were giving him credit for being able to do it. And I'm convinced that he's got somebody who's
I agree with you. I agree with
doing
you.
it for him.
Yeah, he definitely has
You
help.
know?
Either Ava or somebody's helping him in the background to actually do this. I mean, but even if AI, and I know nothing about YouTube, is monitoring this stuff, doesn't John's channel some get flagged for he's issued 40 plus strikes in the last 6 weeks? The majority of them, 35 of them against, the Schmuel network. I mean, at one point, does YouTube say, okay, enough with this guy? He's striking everybody in such a, is it, at what point does the juice is not worth the squeeze with John? Or is it, are these channels so small that YouTube doesn't give a shit what's going on? The bots are going to do what the bots are going to do, and that's that.
That's it was the bots.
Yeah.
Real eye type, real whatever Dago Genny Wop stuff.
But this one, the one that got Brennan taken down, was a manual, right? Somebody submitted that.
Yeah.
Did it? The content detection system didn't pick it up. None of that stuff. And now KB can fight it, but it's still 10 days, right? I guess you almost have to counterclaim it, so it comes off your right. So it's not held against you for the 90 days.
What's the one if you appeal it, and then if the striking party doesn't file something in court, or that's just the copyright?
I think that's what this.
That's what that one is. Okay.
Yeah. So
I think
John would
any
have to file a federal lawsuit or something
to keep it going, but you're still on the sideline for 10 days, though.
Right.
That's automatic. Okay.
You can fuck with people. It's kind of messed up, man. Yeah. I've been fucked with. I know.
Is your monetization back yet, Pat, or no?
No, it's not back yet.
No.
But thank God for super tips, And then there's also PayPal, Venmo, shit like that. Not that that's like a huge factor, but for people who are not really doing super tips yet, there's still a few of those. But they've been doing pretty good actually through the demonetization.
Pat, when you were on Rumble, did they take a larger percentage than YouTube?
No.
Is it more difficult to get paid? Do you have to hit a certain amount before they'll release the money? Or?
Yeah, but it's minimal. Yeah, everybody would hit it.
Oh, okay. Because I was under the impression that it was quite a bit more. All right, let's just see if there's anything else we want to talk about here. Either one of you guys got anything?
Not really, except just can't wait to be out of Hackamania. Really looking forward to it. April 10th.
I'm looking forward to it as well, and it's promo code Dixon.
Thank you.
Do you know? I have sold one with my promo code, and I was shocked I sold one, and then I found out it was Quad. They bought the one, so I have to check this one out. I've heard about Unique winning, but and just Chris Mack put that in here. But oh, look at that! Somebody, Rover, what a good guy. Rover gifted 10 Schmuel Buckman memberships. Thank you, Rover. Rover's a good guy.
He's
Met
incredible.
Rover at Hackamania last year. What a good guy.
He donates a lot of memberships.
Yeah, he does. It was
shows.
I would
I felt bad
compliment
for
you
him.
on not overdoing it on the air horn, Schmuel, but I think you just don't know where it is.
No, I actually do know where it is, but I
Yeah,
it's too much. I was Christian Blatt had gone on BYB one day, and the Quad at the time, I don't know if he still does. He blows the air horn every time he gets a membership. So people were giving like one membership after another, but just one single membership. So he would blow the air horn, and it annoyed Christian, which I guess was the point. But as a listener, I'm like, yeah, good night. So
He'd blow
all
the
right.
air horn, huh? He needed the money.
So I want to check out the what do you call it? The unique thing for winning on one of these cases, because I've never known anybody. Everything I've looked at says there's no reason not to strike. Like there's no downside. If you lose, you lose, but YouTube's not coming after you. Now maybe at some point that changes.
It's like false rape accusations.
You know, it's what I'm not gonna. You know, nothing's gonna happen to me for doing it, and then you can get to claim you're on that other side. You get to claim you're a victim for the rest of your life. So
there is no consequence. Like if I just start striking channels falsely nonstop, you got to think there'd be some sort of like
Eventually.
my YouTube account or something like that.
Yeah, eventually you
Yeah,
prove
good.
yourself a menace, but
Right.
like who knows how these things get litigated or brought
Right.
up or anything.
And I got to imagine that a lot of these like are bots, right? So YouTube's getting 10 or 20 or 30 from John, but probably getting 3,000 or 5,000 a day from something else.
It's got to be more than that. It's got to be in the tens of
Well, I
thousands.
just mean
if not the
individuals.
hundreds of thousands. Yeah, no, total though a day. It's got to be an outrageous number.
I used to answer the consequences you get sued. The problem is you couldn't afford, it's a federal lawsuit. You'd probably have to have 15 grand just to get it started. You know, and filing, and it has to be, this is the whole Denver Metro audits thing. You have to file in the Northern District of California. There's so many hoops that you have to go through. It's just not worth it. In any event, I'm boring. So I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. Mr. Dixon, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
My pleasure.
Pat came. Wait, rule of threes. Pat came. And I'm glad to see you two fellas got along. It always warms my heart.
I don't have the energy for that shit.
Neither do I. Not today. Not today. Maybe next time we'll go at it. But yeah, not today. But I think the truth is, besides us not giving a shit, Pat and I have a mutual friend that we respect very much, and so
Yes.
it's putting him in a rough.
His name is Schmuel Buckman.
No,
Yeah.
we both, neither one of us like Schmuel. It's the only thing Pat and I agree on.
Well, we'll be discussing that while he and I and Pat and everybody else are at dinner in Vegas, and you're not
Yeah,
invited.
exactly. Yep, exactly. He stood me up already once at old Barry's. So no, I appreciate it.
All right, see you guys later. Thanks
See you,
again.
Pat. Have a
Bye.
good one.
Take care. Thanks, Pat.
All right.
I really appreciate it, bud.
Let
Thank
you
you.
wrap it up.
All right, I am.
Play that clip.
Yes,
Shmuel.
I am wrapped. What?
Nothing.
What clip? No. What clip were you talking about?
I was kidding. Just because.
Oh, sorry.
All right,
It's hard to tell. You're so serious. It's hard to tell when you're
I'm
joking.
not serious. My face doesn't work. All right, I'm leaving you. Thanks for having me
All
on.
right, good night, buddy.
Proof of
I'll
life.
take
Thanks, buddy.
care.
Yeah, bye.
All right, guys. That was our Monday afternoon plugging the hole that has been left in your life by one John Stuttering Melendez, or Stuttering John Melendez, whatever. So I leave you with this thought that the universe provides and money flows through you. Thank everybody for being here. And let me just see if one of our good friends is live. And I'll save you the trouble of having to. Well, no, I won't, because YouTube now wants me to verify my account. All right. So good night, everybody. It's been a blast. We'll